And we are back in not the Red Wet Heart, but we are back in Duskvol, Blade in the Dark. Yes! The best role-playing game ever made, ever written.
Oh yeah.
Now with extra special rules from Deep Cuts. Those spicy cuts. But I'm not going to be GMing, so I don't have to do the rest of this intro, but I'll pass over to one Mr. Mannion. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. Right, well, we are returning to the dusky streets of Duskvol. And I suppose for anyone who's here, who's forgotten, or who's watching, the sort of steampunk, Victorian, ghost-ridden, electro-field, weird, and lovely city that you all reside in. What we have established, you are a group of Iruvian saboteurs, spies, infiltrators, manipulators, looking after your organization's interests in Duskvol, whatever they may be. We are going to throw you right into the action. So your little bit of context for you to work with just for now is that you have agreed to carry out a little bit of work for hire on behalf of the Crows. This makes sense since we've established that you are known for stealing and thieving. Now, it may be, and this will be up to you, that you've accepted this job from the Crows as a part of your master plan. But one way or another, you have decided to sneak into the docks, where you have been instructed to steal a high-value package that is being delivered by the Iron Hook Company. All you know about the package is that it will come in a large, let's say, sort of approximately person-sized wooden crate. And the crate will be marked with the code. And you don't need to note this down. IM HCG 0072. So you at least know what you're looking for.
HCG.
Now, I have a little blurb, and then we'll introduce your characters. So, night in Duskvol never really falls, it seeps in. The docks are a maze of black water and iron, slick with oil and mist. Cold rain needles down in a steady, miserable drizzle, turning every lantern into a blurred halo and every shadow into something deeper than it should be. Leviathan blood tang hangs faintly in the air, mixing with salt, rot, and the distant thrum of industry. You are already inside. The information from the Crows was good. You navigated the watch and gotten past security. Crates are stacked high, and the groan of a North Hook Company vessel being unloaded somewhere in the fog. Men shout, chains rattle, and through it all, something feels off. Now, since we are meeting your characters for the first time, and you know that you've snuck into the docks, I'd like us to have just a little Eat the Reich style intro. Now, it's not going to be as dramatic as you kicking open your drop pods and gunning down Nazis, but if we can have a little micro scene of who you are and what you look like sneaking into the docks, and we will obviously immediately nominate Olly.
So we're sneaking into the docks, are we?
You've snuck in, you've broken in. You can narrate a little bit about how you snuck in if you like, as long as you find yourselves ready for action as you regroup.
All right. Well, luckily I have 2 dots in prowl, so I guess that's what I'm doing. And 2 in survey, so I guess that's also what I'm doing. All right. Well, you see a big lad, probably 6'3", 6'4", jet black hair in a scruffy sort of bob, and he's wearing scruffy-ish, hard-working sort of workers' clothes with quite a fancy cloak over the top. You know, the kind of thing you'd buy on your first payday, your first good payday. And he's got some ghost hooks, lightning hooks at his belt, and a spirit mask, perhaps ready to put on at a moment's notice. Like this, yes. And yeah, this is Dòmhnall Gallach, a Skovlander who became a whisper after growing up working on as a railjack with his brother-in-law Joe. But he always thought he was destined for greater things, not just a mere railjack growing up in Coleridge. And so he set out to offer his services to the lords and ladies of Duskvol, and maybe one day will be one of their number. But to do that, he has to earn a bit of coin first and a bit of reputation.
Lovely. And sneaking in next to our whisper is... Sesame.
Salami.
Who's muted? Or not in Discord?
Because Alison was chatting, so did. Well, yes. Well, I was going to say Sami next because he's not as used to the in the field rough and tumble as a kind of more man of finery, dressed in a half cape and waistcoat, kind of little snobbish nose up at the kind of distinctly horrible smell of the dock is a bit out of his comfort zone to be doing something so distinctly. But hailing from the farthest reaches of Aruvia. He's here to find out what's going on and hopefully support the local Aruvian select of people who are here. He's been in town for a little while, helping out with some legal cases that have been going pretty well for him as he bribes and hypnotizes and betrays local police forces to get his way. But he's more for talking in the courtroom than to being at the docks, but so he's certainly a bit alarmed to be here, but is sliding along, sipping on a little nipper of whiskey as he goes, keeping an eye on this strange whisper in front of him, and kind of glancing back at his friend, good old Dorovar, who is hopefully more of a hands-on kind of person. Don't actually know yet if he is, but yeah.
I'm gonna make an executive decision now.
Yeah.
Forget the bird thing. The name is Reza. Call him Reza.
Reza, great. He's uncomfortable, but he's passionate about helping the little guy in an unscrupulous way. So he's hoping to do some good bad work here today. So intrigued in what happens next.
Excellent. And then maybe we'll pass over to Reza. And I've got one admin request for you: is your alchemy character is currently in his Dorovar red braid. Which is going to throw us all off a little bit. So if you could describe,
I was thinking like
character entering the scene, and also change your name.
Maybe I'd just stick with that, to be honest.
I wouldn't have put it past you to bring.
How did it know you were an IRL red braid?
I was just clicking on the portraits, and I was like, I just don't think that's what he had in mind when I heard his character.
I will sort out the picture, and actually, I can sort out the picture now. I've got it to hand.
Oh, and I forgot to say as well, my alias is Whistle, from when he was a young lad working on the railjack lines, and all the blokes would call him Whistle.
Is this because he was always whistling?
It's because he got excited when the trains would go past and would play the whistles.
Very nice. Sorry, yes, the name was Sesame.
It's a play on whisper as well. Sorry.
I like it. So the name was Sesame, the salty Sindre. So he's known for his kind of more, like I say, salty, more abrasive personality, both in the courtroom and in the interactions. Most people who tend to talk to him come away a bit bamboozled.
Mm. And this is your roleplay character?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
A rules lawyer
Fiction is stranger than truth. Like, no, truth is stranger than fiction. One of the two.
I can never remember which way around it goes.
Doesn't matter. Fine.
Okay, so the camera pans back from Sesame, sort of slightly uncomfortably padding behind Whistle in unfamiliar environs. Pans back across the road that we're kind of approaching the dock on to the rooftop of the habitation building up across the edge of that road, just on the edge of the dock, where prone across the back of said rooftop, just pointing the end of his head and the barrel of a long what's it called, the Afghan snipers, the Jezzail, a long Jezzail style rifle, kind of perched on this roof between two broken tiles, pointed at the docks. You see a tall, well built, probably 6'1" or so, but middle-aged male figure wearing kind of faded grey-brown fatigues under a grey poncho robe type thing, which is kind of secured to his body by leather straps to stop it from flapping around, and those straps are also attached to some sort of little webbing pouches where he has ammunition for his rifle. He's wearing a hood, but the camera pans around to just show the shadowed vision of his face, which is scarred and a little bit prematurely aged, with very dark brown hooded eyes, completely blank expression, and faded dark blue tattoos of stylized hawks or falcons on both cheeks. He is staring down an optic of some Victorian description at the dock jetty to which the rest of the party is approaching and watching Sesame like a hawk. In terms of backstory, we can maybe bring that in as we go. I felt like this was more of a cinematic.
Yes. Yeah. And the final member of the party on this little excursion.
Yes. Tommy Anajo is the last member of this little party, who more commonly is known as the Bookworm. And that is clearly not a name he chose for himself, but is a moniker that has been given onto him by everyone else, and nothing fits him better. This is not a man this is a young adult who is neither in the greatest shape of their life nor the worst shape. They are just bang average. He is keeping up with the crew, but is clearly slightly out of breath, doesn't really, physically exert himself all too often, but he is carrying along with him a bag filled with various supplies so that he is ready for just about any situation here. He's quite a short guy, and does wear his glasses along the way, or his spectacles along too, which is part of his Bookworm name. In terms of his personality, he's quite eager though to go along with this. Whilst he is a Bookworm, he's very interested, and being out in the field is something he enjoys. It gives him a chance to put a lot of his studies into practice, and it's no secret that he's happy to go along with this crew. He has his own motive, and he's happy to go along with the crew's motive of their political aspirations, but for him, it's all just a science experiment. And so he is also probably one of the more distracted members of the party and loves watching everything else that's going on around him. But when it comes to it, he's normally prepared for most situations that aren't involving fists or firearms.
Lovely. So, the crew has made it in. Like we said, the information was good. You see the ship where the package has presumably been moved off from. You need to acquire the package and get out. What do you do? You will need to find the package first of all. You've made it in. The information suggested that it would be being offloaded around about the time that you arrived, and that there should be minimal guards.
And are we in the heist now? Or are we still in the phase where we can do a bit of gathering info? Or
We are going straight in. We are taking this as if you have gathered info,
Planned it out.
so we've given
Great.
information on this, and as if we've started from like a favourable engagement position. You are in control of the situation.
Great.
You are presently undetected. You know what you're looking for, and you know roughly where it is because you have a layout of the docks, and you can see the ship that the goods have been unloaded from. So we're starting from a good position here.
Right.
Let's see how you manage to fuck it up.
Well,
Grenades.
Sesame
Yeah.
Not
pulls
quite
out his
grenades.
grenade launcher. Well, if that's the case, I love it. So they will know the crew on the boat. So Sesame has identified and knows who the, as best their knowledge, who the kind of, I guess, the end of the day, the person on the gantry to the boat is the kind of real obstacle I need to get past. So, the
Sounds
plan,
like a
unless
flashback.
people, well, exactly.
It does sound like a flashback, doesn't it?
The plan, unless people jump in, is that they kind of know a bit about this person. The plan is to get to that person and convince them they are, a worker crew here to simply offload the cargo and take it to its final destination. So that'd be my plane for what we're going up for.
That will, and that's the score complete. I think what we could say is that you have prepared a contact, and perhaps this is part of what helped you get in. However, your information did suggest to you that there would be some guards of an external party that you will not necessarily be able to manipulate. However, we think we can say with your flashback, and honestly, I think that can be a 0 because this would have been a part of your preparation. You know where to go to find the package, and no one has stopped you so far.
Great. Is there much hustle and bustle of other? Is there general populace walking by, or is it now just boat guards us?
I should have said it's night. This is not a standard shipment that's coming in. This hasn't come in as a part of the daily trade. You know that it's come in from a like the Norfolk Company are doing big trade, but this seems to have come in as some sort of special delivery in the night. So it is a bit unusual, but it also means there's not a lot of people around.
Do we know its
Cargo
size?
is beyond knowing the shipment,
The ship
number?
or the package?
the package. Do we know what the package actually is, or do we just know
Said
the
it was
package number?
human-sized, which is,
No, you said and that I'm not suggesting there's a person in it, but it's approximately, approximately yay big. It is in a wooden crate of approximately 1.5 meters long. You don't know how heavy it is because you haven't got your hands on it yet. As you use the information that Sesame has gathered, you're able to push forward to where the there's like a sort of an offloading holding zone, right, rather than before things get taken away to elsewhere. You do spy what may be the package. Who would be like leading the scouting operation as you try and find where the package is?
Well, it's like we've got a crow's nest guy and a sneaky guy, isn't it?
I think the crow's nest guy's role in knowing where the package is probably going to have already been baked into what Milo said, right? Like, we had some intel about where roughly it was going to be. I think probably Reza would have been able to kind of spot the people moving it around or something, and would have signalled that down to you via hand signals.
Yeah, they're keeping an eye back on him.
I've also discovered I'm the only one with prowl. 2 dots in prowl.
There you go.
So I guess
I think it's,
Whistle would be leading the
there we go.
ground team.
The package we can see, is it still on the boat or has it been offloaded?
So it's been offloaded into a sort
great.
of holding area. Now, as you and your hefty frame sneak up into a position where you can scout out the package, you spy the guards. And some of the information you were given was right. There are only 2 guards.
Mm-hmm.
However, they are not just local muscle. They look disciplined. They look well armed and armored. And as you inspect them more closely, you will see that these 2 guards are Imperial military.
Oh God.
And while they are just 2 of them, they are wary and they are on watch.
I think you should put your Space Marine helmet on now.
I could do that.
I think that they're like tier 6 out there, the
Fairly clear
Imperial
that you
military.
wanted to do it.
I think they're tier 5 or tier 4.
Yeah.
But so use that information as you will. But you will know, as someone in this world, that it would probably be very risky to tangle with them directly.
Yeah. All right. I
Even
say
though-
to Sesame. Sesame, am I saying that right? You say it like a very posh person, Sesame.
Yes.
I say, right, you're not going to believe this, but I think that's Imperial military guarding that crate. I don't think any weapons we have will penetrate their armor. Could you make some sort of signal to your man up there and get him to maybe distract him and get him to draw him off somewhere?
Reza, I'm going to say that Reza is also like savvy enough to know that like a shot from his rifle is not going to kill an armored Imperial Army trooper. So he is going to line up a shot on a suspended like. This is a dock, right? Every single dock has a crane.
Hanging over everyone.
Yes.
Crate full of stuff hanging off it.
Yep.
Why have they not unloaded that crate onto or off a boat? Why is it hanging in a health and safety dangerous manner? Nobody knows, but it's there. I'm telling you, Milo, it's there.
You clock out at 5, doesn't matter what you do, down
Tariq
tools.
declaration.
I am agreeing with you. They are there. And I may get to start my first clock soon.
Yeah.
so Reza is training his aim on the rope for that crate. And the idea is if something goes south here, he will shoot the rope, creating a distraction.
That's good. Sesame pulls out. It's good backup plan. Sesame pulls out his finest bottle of whiskey, loads up a very fancy-looking glass, and kind of readies himself and getting into character, and kind of takes a big swig.
I just want to say before you finish,
Yeah, the bottle of
Dòmhnall
whiskey.
would be not convinced that what you're going to do is going to work unless you explain it. So whilst you're doing that, he's like, "Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?"
Hold your questions. These while they look like well armored men, their minds are perceptible. Every man's mind is easily perceptible and enterable by the great mystical forces that I wield. They will succumb to my commands, and then when they are incapacitated, we can deal with them more calmly.
I could summon a ghost, and then they won't even see us.
Oh, this is like BMX Bandit and Angel Summoner. I'm going to pop a wheelie right onto the deck and save all those hostages. Yes.
Or I could just summon a
My
ghost.
army of them.
I would only say that we dwell near the seas of Duskvol, which are full of ghosts and ghoulies. I don't know if they'd be so surprised to see a ghost in this
Ghoulies.
environment. They could probably expect that at any given moment.
Well, it would at least distract them enough, maybe, to lure them away. But then, obviously, we don't know what it's going to do after that. But it's better they don't see our faces.
They'll forget my face the second they've seen it.
Just adding some ambiance.
Oh.
Stocks-ish.
Very nice.
So, what's the approach going to be?
Don't know. We went with espionage, right? What does that define? What's with
From a crew perspective, doesn't really do anything in
No.
the middle of the score.
More steers
So
are.
who is
What's your
leading?
what's your
our-
XP trigger, Mikey?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, my XP trigger. Where's it going? It's dealing with the situation using subterfuge or influence.
How about that?
Subterfuge influence.
The character, isn't it? It's just the character, isn't it?
Well, I've got the
because it
compel
is-
skill, so I can summon ghosts, and it will obey my command.
Oh, love that. Hey man,
I
you take
mean-
it. It's your birthday bash.
If
It's
it
your
helps on
show,
that,
but I do want to
have
say
Ghost Ward
that
to
we
bring in
didn't
more
have
spirits.
nearly enough ghostiness in probably in our last
very
set of
true.
players. So like, I'd like to see some ghostiness.
It's very true.
What do you say, Hodge? Sorry?
I have Ghost Ward as well, so when if I do a quiet wreck of an area, I can make it enticing to more spirits.
Mm.
Oh no, no then.
Or
No,
anathema
no.
to them, but it does say I can make it anathema or enticing, and I feel like enticing's probably the appropriate one right here.
All right.
Ghost away.
Whistle dons his spirit mask, which looks a little bit Vermisian Knight-ish, because he was made out of spare railjack materials. Just imagine Thomas Tank Engine's face now. And then
Do I have to?
And then
I'm
I will
going to
do I will do an attune roll,
Ooh.
and I'll push myself.
Will you indeed? Well, let's get into it. The deep cuts rolls, resistance rolls, and pushing yourselves into one together. So it's slightly odd because I think you don't get the additional dice, but you also don't have to do it before.
Okay.
I
see,
Let me
yeah.
make sure I'm reading that correctly. I'll get me rules back up. Oh, I've just closed it.
So you can
Okay.
you can use it to reduce the consequences, basically.
Use it to reduce the consequences. So we'll have a crack at doing this threat roll stuff just to see how it feels. I have some reservations, but we'll see.
You got a devil's bargain for a +1 dice.
Yeah, sure. Let me go straight in on the devil's bargains. Yes, I'll. So let's work it through on old threat roll. So you are putting on your ghost mask, and your goal is to summon some ghosties to distract the soldiers.
Yeah, I think it says one, compel to force a nearby ghost to appear and bear command you give it. You're not supernaturally terrified by the ghost you summon or compel, though your allies may be. Something I tell, especially Bookworm. So you might want to take a few steps back.
He's got his a little notebook out ready to write down everything that's about to occur.
Wow, real ectoplasm.
So on a success, this will distract the guards. The threat that you might draw will be an advancement of the guards' alarm clock. The guards are trained in this to be escorting these packages, and they may be wise to spirit tricks being used against them. So if you're If there's a consequence, they may become aware that this is a distraction rather than
Magic resistance.
As a devil's bargain, do you have anything you have in mind?
Let's see here.
We could say that the devil's bargain consequence basically always happens, right? Like you take that. So the as a devil's bargain, I think like the ghosts could be summoned more potently than you'd expected, leading to at least one of the guards being forced to go and investigate and deal with it. However, you may suffer or would suffer some level 1 harm.
Ooh.
I would.
How
dare you?
Doesn't feel so good, does it?
Having to push so hard. The temporary condition.
Not level 3 though.
You would suffer would be some like sort of dazed, like spiritually, just a bit overwhelmed. So, are you taking the bargain?
I will. And deep cuts, level 1s, I think clear automatically, right?
They clear automatically after you get home.
After the score.
Yeah, for everyone's benefit, harm is different with deep cuts. So, unlike in the previous rule set, where you'd have a harm and you'd put it on your sheet and you'd get -1 dice, harm is split up into temporary conditions, lasting harm, severe harm, and of course, fatal harm.
Oh, God,
Now that one's the same. For the others, what happens is you'll mark the harm on your sheet, and then it won't immediately affect your stats, but I, as the game master, will be able to invoke your harm at my leisure to say, like a bad outcome happens, something new happens, or I may reduce your dice or change position or effect for the action you're doing. However, the flip side is if I invoke your harm, you get XP.
Yeah, it's a really cool update.
It's
I
quite
like that a
cool.
lot.
It should be noted that you can remind me to invoke your harm and farm XP if it makes sense. It's actually really good. It incentivizes you to roleplay and remember your injury, which for some
Which was a problem.
Michael.
I was about 50% good at doing that. Thank you very much.
I was re-listening to into John Harper when this came out, Deep Cuts came out, and he was saying like it's a lot of stuff that he just uses in his games to fix the problems in the book.
Yeah.
And it's funny how many of those things that we came up against as well. Like he even mentioned, like, you know, when you can't heal in the downtime and it sucks because you're not getting anywhere. You know, getting rid of that, for example.
Anyway.
Yes.
There is a final point on harm, which is if you think my invocation of harm is too punishing or too tough,
Always.
you can tough it out and take stress to reduce the effect of it. That will be a discussion that we have if you want to try and negate it.
All right. So I'm 3 dice then, right?
Yes.
Devil's bargaining.
You are devil's bargain.
Position and effect.
The position is going to be it's going to be risky standard.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I think it would be dangerous if they were already aware of you.
Yes. All right, everyone cross everything.
I'm crossing.
Well, we've got our first critical success on the first night of the day.
Birthday luck.
2 6s.
And that's the only one all day.
Yeah, I was like just glad there was one, and then crazy.
Crits are so rare, I can't even remember what they do.
It's just success, and then even better something.
Like super success, no consequence.
Yeah, extra good consequences. All right, so yeah. Sorry, if you had I'll just say how I summon the ghost.
Go for it.
Maybe it's so I lift up my expensive cloak, and I bring out a ghost vial, a spirit vial, and I unstopper it, and I talk into it with my spirit mask, and summon a ghostly spirit, and I'll think about who they are and what they look like, but I am able to say to it, they are the ones, those two men who stand before you, they are the ones who placed you in this ghost vial. Go and seek your revenge, and bring some mates if you can as well.
Casper, Slimer, off we go.
Fatso.
Take off.
Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
Hide.
These angry ghost forms apparate. Apparate, is that the right word?
Yeah.
If you're Harry Potter.
Yeah, and it's like appear. Let's use some inclusive ghost language. So they appear. They rush. They just rush like howling banshees of angered spirits towards the soldiers, having no time to establish like where the threat is coming from or what is going on. The guards are immediately forced into an engagement with them. They are not especially equipped for ghost fighting, but they are. I think the Imperial military would all have some training and equipment to deal with ghosts. So they're not, immediately run through, but they are both forced to drop into their fighting stances and get out their own like ghost hooks or whatever that they have in addition to their rifles and swords. And so for the moment at least, both guards are engaged a short distance away from the package, with all of their attention focused on the ghosts. And there are shouts and spirit weapons firing off, and I imagine some injuries being sustained. So you have opened a window, certainly, to get in there and get the package.
Yeah, I think Dòmhnall's like so surprised by how well that's gone. Flips the cloak over his head with the mask still on. He's like, wait, lads. And then he just sprints out, goes to grab the crate.
And he's a big lad, so I think he's able to carry the crate. The crate is not excessively heavy. If I was to put this in terms that we'd all understand, it's probably something like 30 or 40 kilos all in. So it's not easy. It's not light, but it could be carried by a man, maybe more easily by two. Quite bulky. Whistle. You're already a little bit feeling very attuned with the spirits right now after your summoning. As you pick up the crate, you just get an off sense about this crate. You feel some sort of spiritual presence in the crate. It's not, you don't feel like, it's not like it's got a thrashing ghost in it or something, but there is something that you feel, even if just for a fleeting moment as you grab the crate and move.
Okay, he files that to think about later, but tries to like grab it like this, like you're holding a rolled up rug, and then just darts in the opposite direction of the Imperial Guards and hopes that the other two are following.
I think Sesame just kind of draws on next to him and puts a hand under it to kind of pretend he's helping, but kind of just look a bit unsure about it. But is there. He just gives him the nod and says, "Well played.
Could you make yourself useful and find me a wheelbarrow?"
Now, as
Nelly boy, could you build us a wheelbarrow?
As would have been more time we could have done that.
As a professional group of shadows, and we have skipped some of the preparation, I'm going to offer out a free flashback to whomsoever would take it to give us what your planned escape route was going to be, so that you can then start figuring it out. Now, you are at the docks. There are multiple ways you could get out. You don't necessarily have the smuggler's boat you had access to last time, but you may have been able to acquire some mode of transit,
We need
or
something,
you've at
right?
least got a plan. So, sea, land, rail, air, underground, sky, teleportation.
Don't we have our like white BMW to take us back to the shisha bar?
Ooh, I don't think so. I think it might have been a pedalo.
My first thought was gondola, but
Are we
what
mates
about
with the
underground?
Are we mates with the
What?
We've never
gondoliers?
done an underground exit before.
I think you could have made a compact with the gondoliers. That could have been how you get out.
Does seem.
Or
I mean,
we get, you know, in Assassin's Creed they have those things where you pull on the rope and it like pulls you straight up to the rooftops.
sure.
Maybe we've
Oh,
positioned Alex
I'm
next to one of
already on the
those.
rooftop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
across
exactly.
the rooftops. It sounds like it's like a very nondescript box, but there's still a bunch of people lug in a big box.
Yeah.
Looking
You
at
remember
it,
you
it's
are-
not
Box
gonna look-
across the roof doesn't
When I
sound
say
like
it's
the-
not that heavy, remember like 30 or 40 kilos
Yes.
is heavy. You know, when you carry like all of your shopping out in one go in both hands, that's probably no more than 5 to 10 kilos in each hand at a maximum. So like it's going to have to be hefted, and it's going to be tiring. So you're not going to be leaping rooftops with this. Not even big Dòmhnall.
I thought more
The
like
gondola thing makes a bit of sense. Like knowing the weight of it, or knowing that was a big package, having some kind of not carrying it the whole way. Even underground sounds a bit like you're going to be carrying it through the sewers, kind of
I
thing.
think you could go on foot, but if you have any thoughts about other modes of transport, you might like to have a
It
range.
seems like it's boring, but the simplest thing is some kind of some kind of horse and wagon that you can throw a tarp over the top of it.
a horse.
Dòmhnall can pull, not a horse, but like I'm thinking like
is
the thing you got, and then behind it there's the car. And someone could stand, and you could even Dòmhnall even stand in the front and pull it a little bit, so they can seal it.
What
You
would
escape
what would
from a heist by a rickshaw?
Kind of, yes. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
what would like an Eruvian ambassador ride around in?
Oh, horse-drawn carriage.
It's not very
No.
Duskvol though, is it? In the new book, don't they have like motorbikes?
Ooh.
Yes.
Not good for carrying furniture though.
Side pod. Just put it in the side pod.
Yeah. All
So
right.
there
Let's just say we have a wagon of some sort, which we can just put a tarp over the top of it and
I'm
whisk
willing
away.
to say that you have access to a wagon.
Light.
So I think it's even plausible that this wagon has been left just where it needed to be. You were so successful in distracting the guards that you have got a head start.
Is that not the end of the score?
It turns out it isn't. So as you load up the carriage or the cart with your package, you do start hearing shouts behind you that sound suspiciously like furious soldiers who have defeated the apparitions and are now seeking out
Damn it.
the package. The alarm has been raised behind you as you leave, and it is now getaway time.
And how do we decide? There's a carriage being pulled, or it's by us, or by a horse? Or is it on foot, basically?
They're like hulls, aren't they? So they're kind of. I
Yeah.
think we
Oh,
had it before where they were like.
we've got a drawn carriage. Okay, great. And how many currently? How many guards in what proximity to us? And I guess this cart isn't big enough for all of us to bundle into. So
wagon.
Yeah, it's big enough. It's a wagon.
okay.
It's,
Although-
so you're in a wagon. It's pulled by a hull, and you make your way down the cobbled streets. We can assume that you already have a good route planned that gets you back, and because things have been going so slick, you're not having to steal any checkpoints or anything. But as you feel you have started to get away, and the angry shouts and alarm bells quieted in the distance, you do start to hear a fairly unusual sound, because most of you will not be that familiar with the sound of a stable plasmic turbo engine, such as the one equipped on the Bolton Autocycle that you now see chasing you down the street with an Imperial soldier on its back.
Oh dear.
Okay,
dear.
you get it.
My
Your
bad.
toys are better than our toys.
Did Reza make it back into the carriage, or is he still on the rooftop?
An excellent question. That knackers my plan, because I wanted Reza to sort of be roof running alongside where the carriage was going. That if this chase is now going at McPherson auto turbo bike speed.
Well, I think Duskvol is a densely packed Victorian style city.
Yeah.
So your route, circuitously going through a planned route on your way back to your hideout could have been set up so that the bike's going to be able to catch up to you, but it's going to have to navigate your route. And I think you could be viably doing your job skirting across the routes.
But that was what I'd hoped, and that is very cinematic.
I think you could do that.
To have this kind of scene of Reza like grabs up the Jezzail, starts running across his predetermined route, like across the blocks, trying to kind of predict where this cart is going to be in 10 seconds time, and kind of like diagonaling across some of these blocks. And would try to take a pot shot at this bike to kind of, at the very least, distract it and give it the idea that there's multiple threats here. But obviously, ideally, try and take out one of the wheels.
All right.
Of that.
It sounds like we have another threat roll.
Right.
Sounds like
So what we have this Imperial infantryman on a very rare and unstable piece of technology. It does note in the book that there are only 7 of these, and 3 of them were destroyed in explosive crashes.
Forza.
But it is a high speed chase. So I think your starting position is going to be risky limited. Risky because although he is driving and wielding a pistol himself, and preparing to take return fire, well, he wants to take out the carriage, but if you fail this, he will shoot back at you, causing you harm. But it's going to be limited effect because it's a speeding motorbike, and it's not easy to take out the wheel of a speeding motorbike. So I think the effect might be that you, at limited, perhaps delay him, cause some other destruction that gives him advantage, but it's not going to immediately take out the bike.
Could perhaps Tommy the Bookworm do something to kind of help distract, make that shot easier, kind of, I don't know, or slow down? Could be, I don't know, something to help.
Yeah, so I was
about
thinking
our first
about
help
this.
roll.
Yes. I think what we could do to I've got very little, but surely we can either see him line up a shot and slow in the carriage so he kind of slows down a bit to make the shot easier or something. I don't know how it would work. Who's driving the carriage? Is it just doing automated? It's just automatically doing its thing.
Who's got good finesse?
I have 1 point of finesse.
Tommy got 1 finesse.
I've got
But I do
something
have
just
a
to
way
add,
to help him with this,
a little
I think.
bonus / retcon. Olly, when Dòmhnall got his critical hit, he actually gained an edge in this new system, which is basically inspiration. You can carry that forward to add greater effect, or add a bonus dice to a future roll, or if you're in a position to help a teammate, you can spend an edge on their roll. And any edge is lost when downtime starts. So bear that in mind.
Okay.
And when it comes to assisting, you can have +1 dice, improved effective position, and so on. but you will, of course, have to give a reasonable way of helping this shot land.
It sounded like old Bookworm was going to help.
Yeah, so I was thinking of using an unusual weapon in the form of like a mini little grenade launcher with some binding oil to try and like choke up the engine. So if something gets in and locks up the gears, originally I was thinking about doing it just to try and completely immobilize the thing, but also I think it works quite nicely in a sense of not being stupid enough to just completely take out the thing, but slow down as this like bike starts to overheat should the oil have landed.
Cool. That's cool. I think you could use that to improve the effect of Reza's shot.
Unusual weapon does say whip, flail, hatchet, shovel, length of chain. Doesn't say. Grenade launcher may be a stretch.
Oh, that's not something you just sort of had. That's a real extension of the unusual weapon concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with sub GM Olly on that one. That is a little bit of a stretch.
All right. Can I just yeet the
Lob
grenade?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mikey
if you
had a way to do that, like throw things far. You made like a kind of a grenade launcher, didn't you? You
I
crafted
did.
it.
I at the start I had to give it to other people because again, his skill is so shit. It'd be like, here you go, son.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
What an amazing day!
I've made you a really good grenade.
What about a sling? Maybe you have like a.
Do you know a bandolier? Do you know a bandolier? You could look raising a bandolier. Don't give you a bandolier.
But that's why I picked the binding oil from my bandolier So a sling, however you want. The grenade launcher was just the first thing that came into my head with thing, but a sling works just as sensibly, or a catapult. He pulls out, because he's young and everyone's coming that, he pulls out his little slingshot, puts it in and launches it with a little slingshot.
A Nerf slingshot.
You're getting a... Is this still a grenade?
It'll still be... binding oil, so I'm using it as in the shape of like a flask glass ball.
Is
a
that
little
like a
buzz
sticky?
ball. It's a buzz ball shaped.
Oh no. Aerosolized buzzball might actually take out the soldiers.
What flavour? What flavour buzzball is it?
Lotta colada.
Oh, it's a lotta colada. Because it's a lot of liquid to lock up those gears.
Yeah, it's gunju.
So as it gets exposed to the air, like when this thing hits the vehicle, if it hits the vehicle and the oil's like flicker up, as it becomes exposed to the air, it very quickly hardens up around whatever it is bound to.
Okay. So to get into position to do that, you will. I think we will also have you do a threat roll to establish if your assistance is effective. So you're also going to be risky standard.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, what kind of roll is this going to be? Do we think?
Wreck.
Feels like a wreck. Yeah. So
I'm trying to wreck this bike. So
on a success, you will somewhat hinder the bike through your forgotten what this even was, through your buzzball. And if there are any complications, it might be that I don't want to make this also you getting shot, because that just feels like everyone's getting shot. And I think
everyone stop getting shot.
I think on a failure, it will affect your own carriage if the shot goes awry.
Oof, don't drop the grenade in the wagon.
Don't drop the grenade in the wagon.
Admittedly, I was going to suggest that's an additional threat for myself. So.
Were you? Excellent. It's good when the players are also harsh GMs.
Well, I wanted the extra dice, but you've stolen my one, so you just pushed me away.
Okay, so we'll make it make it 2 threats. The devil's bargain will be if you fail, you drop the flask in the carriage.
Whoa.
I mean, that'll stick me in place. So
that's how you'll get your additional dice.
Cool. I'm happy with that. So that's 3 go.
Oh Lord, looking for trouble.
Oh Lord, That's the game's about.
Well. That's good, isn't it?
That's pretty helpful, yeah.
So with that being a critical, it is on a help roll, but I feel like it's a strong action you've undertaken. The help. So you launch or slingshot. Let's. Why don't you describe how this goes out?
I like the slingshot now.
Yeah. So you slingshot this canister of spirit energy or whatever into the bike. It hits the bike. The engine, which is an unstable Spark Tech bullshit kind of piece of technology, is immediately affected by this and momentarily cuts out. So the bike obviously doesn't stop because it's got momentum, because there's science. But the bike is slowed and the driver distracted. As a result, for Reza's attempt at taking out the bike, the effect is increased to standard, and Reza can have an additional dice for your critical. Well, it wasn't critical, was it? It was just no consequence.
No, just a success.
Just a success.
Let's just go with that then. So it's the you will now be risky standard on your shot to take out the bike, Reza.
That's great.
That's great.
So it's risky standard, and I get an additional dice.
We're cancelling the additional dice. It wasn't a crit.
Nah.
Sorry, I'll try harder next time.
Yeah, you're gonna roll 2 6s, guys.
Yeah, keep
Cool.
up.
So, by default, you just roll 1 dice, and then you get another one for relevant skills. No, that's wrong. I roll the number of dice I have in the skill.
For your action,
Just
yeah.
the number of dice I have in the skill.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you are. I'm going to assume you're skirmishing.
Well, I would love to skirmish because I have 2 in that and only 1 in hunt.
Or is it finesse for ranged shooting?
Finesse, I think. Usually,
Skirmish is, yeah. Not
Well, I
focused
did
stuff,
just
isn't
look
it?
this up. I did just look this up,
any of them.
and in the description of hunt, look, I'm arguing against my better skill here, RG. In the description of hunt, it specifically mentions trying to take a measured shot with a long rifle at long range.
There you go.
So,
All right.
I
There you have
don't think I've got a leg to stand on trying to use skirmish at this point.
I
As
don't
much
think
as
so.
I'd love to.
We appreciate your honesty.
So it's just the one little chance cube going out here.
I mean, if you'd also like a devil's bargain, we could do one, but we are pretty heavy on the devil's bargains already. And the current threat that you are facing is a gunshot wound as it stands. So do with that information what you will.
Yeah, that's a bit, narratively scary, really. That like I'm going to take a shot at him from long range from a rooftop with a long rifle and miss, and if I miss, he shoots me from the back of a spinning out motorcycle with a pistol and hits.
That's right, but because he is a professional soldier of the highest quality in the city.
Totally.
However, if you were in a
in the
face-to-face
continent.
fight, if you were in a face-to-face fight, this would be immediately at least a level 3 harm. But it's not. It's going to start at a position of a level 2 harm because he's not able to take an ideal shot at you. You may, if you do fail, there are ways that you can reduce it.
For the record, that's very cool. Like it's very cool that this guy is so badass that he can be spinning on the bike and be like, No complaints, just amusement. And that's what we're here for, really, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right, bag.
To be less cool than NPCs.
It's a 3.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, Reza.
We have had the 6s so far, haven't we?
So what did you say level 3 harm was it?
Level 2. It's gonna be. So as your shot fails to meet its mark, it was even with the slowed bike, it was still a difficult shot to make as you jump between rooftops out of breath and couldn't quite line up your shot. In response, the soldier who was lining up a shot on the carriage instead shifts his aim to the figure in the rooftop and shoots. He was unable to score a kill shot, but you will now need to add to your sheet the level 2 lasting harm shot in the leg.
Oof.
However, let's play with our new toys and the mechanics. You can now make a resistance roll, if you wish, to reduce the harm to a level 1 harm.
Sounds like a deal.
And I'm just going to check on the page and how exactly you do that again. It's slightly different to how it used to be.
So it was just you roll resolve, right?
And now you roll.
I think it's still just.
You roll your attribute, and then that tells you how much stress it costs. But it used to be you spent what the die is, but now it's just max 3, isn't it?
Well, I think it was something dumb like it starts at 6 and you have to reduce it with your roll. But now it will just be. It will still be between. It will only be between 0 and 3.
Yeah.
Now, which I'd say is a really good trade. Mm-hmm. For not getting shot in the leg.
Well, nobody resisted consequences, did they? Because you'd already spent your stress.
Yeah, we'd already blown all our stress trying to push ourselves, doing extra shit, making our will.
I think what's kind of cool about this system is that like you might fail more often, or you might suffer consequences more often, but you're going to be in scrapes all the time, getting a little bit beat up, rather than being like, "Whoops! I drove my wheelchair into a thug and he hit me in the head with a pipe."
That feels like pointed.
I don't know. I don't remember anything like that.
Right. So
who would do such a thing?
This frail old man bowling.
So Reza, let's have an attribute roll corresponding to the type of consequence you're suffering, please.
And the type of consequence I'm suffering is what?
I'm going to assume this is prowess.
Yeah.
And that feels right.
Mainly the fighting one, really, isn't it? Prowess.
Yeah.
Like the physical realm, and I'm being shot and trying to dodge it. So okay. So I rolled two chance cubes on this one. 2 is it?
Yes, it is. You've rolled a 4. Excellent. Well, you take 2 stress and you get a reduced consequence. In this instance, we're going to downgrade shot in the leg to
shot to the heart.
That's not a downgrade.
You could be wearing like a Janissary's metal chest plate.
We're going to add a temporary condition. So as you were equally dancing over the rooftops, he wasn't quite able to get the bead on you that he thought he would, but it does just ping centimeters away from your head into a chimney, and the brick dust, just shoots out in your face, and you realize that you were centimeters from death in this moment, and so you will now suffer the temporary condition intimidated. No,
especially from a pistol from somebody on a bike.
Yeah.
Scary as
Probably
fuck.
50 meters away.
Yeah. It's like scary. Is it scary because he is so skilled he could do that? Did you just get very lucky or very unlucky? You can tell me how you think that affected your mental condition.
Just before I do that, this is a level 1 harm. Then,
Level 1.
called intimidated.
And also, I think like doing some personal admin. I guess that was probably a dangerous standard position, not risky. Probably if you could have received severe harm.
That would make
but-
sense. Okay. So I think it's actually to do with his self-confidence. I think it's to do with him having missed the shot. I think he instinctively thought that despite the difficult position, he could make it. That he positioned himself perfectly on the rooftops. That was part of his plan. That he was always kind of expecting that things were going to go to shit, and he was going to have to bail Sesame out again. And he was really confident that as long as he got into one of his 4 kind of spots that he'd spied out and thought were really, really good shooting alleys, that he could make it, whatever the cost. And the sheer not trueness of that in this case, where not only did he miss, but in the second he missed, this enemy was so terrifying that it nearly blew his face off. Is that he's just for a little while will have a much lower confidence in his own abilities. Also, I like the idea of that brick dust blowing in his face, and maybe he like stumbles and falls back down the rooftop and only just regains his footing before falling off.
I guess in this new system I should also have said that one of the consequences of this will be I've started a clock.
Yeah.
And so we now have 1 pip on pursuit. There are only 4 segments in it, and should this clock fill, the trooper will be upon you. The bike splutters into life.
Close is he in proximity to the carriage?
Why don't you tell me while you're asking, and we'll see if it works.
Is
rather
there a
than
little
clicking
back
on the
hatch
meters.
on the carriage we can gonna flip open?
Yeah,
Little, yeah,
why not? You had to get in and load it somehow.
yeah.
I throw grenades somehow.
I don't think this is how this ability is meant to be used, but I want to do it. It's brilliant.
Kel Supers.
Well, name me a more iconic duo.
I'm going off
Remember, you
script.
said no to my grenade launcher.
I didn't
stole
say.
my bullshit, went ahead.
I didn't say no.
A fair point.
Don't worry, members of the Syndicate. I will be looking at Mikey's character sheet as
I
he
would
describes whatever he'd like to do.
never say no to the grenade launcher. So, but yeah. So it's a desperate, risky move. But obviously we're in a bit of our fighter has been shot in the leg, and yes, Sesame does do a let's Reza know that he's concerned. Gives him a kind of a wave or a gesture to kind of just let him know he's seen and be injured, so he knows he's not being left out to dry. But Sesame has a very powerful hypnotic ability that he would like to. It might look a bit cartoonish, but in a desperation, it's assuming that the bike is kind of gaining on us, it's close enough, and it's fixated on us, is to burst the flap down and just give this rider a proper stare down, because to hypnotize them, it seems to imply that all you need is to make eye contact with them and plant a command and paralyze them and plant a command in their mind. And to be honest, for this particular moment, all we need is to paralyze them enough to, a moment of paralysis would surely cause the bike to, I don't know, crash out or flip out or something similar. So the aim is to
Interesting.
is to flap down and just with a big kind of just dramatic look at him and grab his attention, to lock eyes with this pursuer. And
This is not to
employ
dissuade you
hypnosis.
from doing that.
Yes.
This is not to dissuade you from doing that,
Yes.
because the same thing applied to what I did and
Sure.
what any of us will do against this
Sure.
opponent. However, this is a high tier opponent, right?
Yeah.
I think I don't know whether you can hypnotize them from the back of a car and make them fall off a motorbike.
I agree. I don't think it's the scenario for it. However, it is still a eye contact hypnosis, and it's not necessarily. There's a few elements to it about in terms of how you can. There's a lot about planting commands for later on, but it specifically specifies there is you paralyze someone with eye contact. So it does.
It does say that, but
Yes.
I know because I wanted to use it, and I was writing a Rahim.
Yes, I agree. It'll be a high roll, but it's it depends, like I said, on how much influence you have the target, which isn't a lot. But also, again, hey, that's all I've got. That's all I got.
Or do you
So I'm
have
going
some
for it.
influence? Flashback.
Oh yeah, come on, let's work with it because I think it's cool.
Well, in that, if you want to go down this route, and this biker though, was he one of the guards in the dock? Was he been pulled in from a separate command
So
unit?
he is there. So let's see. I think you would know. You can intuit that while these are Imperial military, judging by their garb, they are a separate branch of the Imperial military known as the Blackcoats, who are effectively the military police, doing other roles other than standard soldiermen. So I think you could I'm going to assume that they wear long black coats.
Very fashy.
Yeah.
I think that's
Obviously.
the vibe I'm getting overall.
The Imperial
armoured
Black
So it's if you can flash back some kind of way that you'd have some influence, I think it, maybe even just a connection that might make it plausible that you could use your powers.
Perhaps then, before the heist,
You're on it.
Sesame had visited the local fascist base, their
Stasi HQ, yeah.
headquarters, their police headquarters, and just simply and spent an evening there sharing fine whiskey and jewelry, and just under the guise of being a new traveller to the area and getting to know him, and pledging allegiance to their way of life. And I'm new to the area, and I want to meet the local guard and assist you any way I can. Has spent an evening drinking and schmoozing.
Your background on your sheet here says law and military diplomat.
Well, exactly. Yes, diplomat. He's a lawyer. He's a diplomat. He's of regal influence. So he would have pledged to them his, as a lie, of course, but pledged to them his legal abilities to help them in any cases they need to pursue, and pretend to schmooze them and maybe impress them a little bit. So perhaps when this happens and swings open, this person sees this suave diplomat lawyer who's previously impressed him at a previous stage. Maybe that might help the shock and the.
Yeah. So I will say that. So firstly, mark 2 stress on your sheets, please.
Of course, yes.
For the flashback, you, through your connections and time in the bases of the Imperial military, doing whatever dirty lawman work you were up to, will have seen a number of the Blackcoats going around doing their administrative business. And while you don't know this man, when you open the hatch, he is so surprised to see someone he does recognize from one of those visits in the back of this truck, having stolen this high value item, that he is looking at you so intently, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, as he chases you down his motorbike, that he does stare dead into your eyes, trying himself to make the connection. So let's say that because of that flashback, you have sort of the requisite connection to attempt some sort of paralyzing burst.
I love that. Okay, great.
From your whispery pispery abilities.
Love that. So I push myself. So that would be another. Remind myself. I push myself as another roll to.
So pushing yourself is sort of gone now. It's gone into resistance.
Okay, great. Okay, great.
Which is a bit weird because it means it's much harder to get dice. I feel like I'm just gonna have another quick skim over that again because it's one of the few bits I'm struggling to get my.
Because this doesn't. I mean, this what mentions when you push yourself. When you push yourself, you get the normal benefits of pushing yourself. But I think you said that with the new deep.
Oh right, so you pushing yourself isn't gone. You just take a randomized amount of stress, basically.
Okay. To enact the ability.
Yes. So sorry,
Great.
I think I stole a push roll from you earlier on this misunderstanding.
Oh, no harm done.
I think pushing yourself is still a thing, because obviously you still need to push yourself in order to change position and effect and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, it seems to imply the push is the ability is the cost to use the ability. So I need to take some.
Okay. So you're gonna let me describe the what do we call it? The position.
I'll need to roll a command. Yeah, carry on.
So the position is going to be dangerous standard. Dangerous? It's dangerous and desperate, right? Or desperate? It's just desperate. Desperate standard.
Okay.
So that's
desperate.
Yeah, it's desperate because you are engaging with him on his motorbike at a time when the only thing he's going to do is catch up to you. So if there is the consequence, the threat here is that he catches up and fills 2 pips on the clock and gets a lot closer to the wagon. The effect will be standard, so at standard effect, this is going to cause him to lose focus, wobble, maybe not crash at standard, but certainly be waylaid.
The bike in question, does it look like? I mean, it must be powered by electroplasm, right?
Yes, it must be. I would go with that.
Can I throw a electroplasm vial at the bike whilst Sesame is distracting him?
That sounds like a wonderful combo attack.
Because when shattered, the substance discharges violently, disrupting spirits, machinery, and arcane workings in the immediate area.
So that would contribute to the effect, right?
I think that would, So that would definitely take the effect to great, and that will, I think, result in him crashing the bike.
Great.
So for you to get the help, I don't think we want to make it always a roll for help. So I think if you want to pay the cost of, because you have specific equipment for this purpose, right? So I think the cost could just be stress, to give that benefit to Sesame.
Yeah, or I can spend my edge. Can I spend my edge that way?
Spend your edge. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, spend your edge. Do that for free. So you launch what was it again?
Is a vial of electroplasm.
Yes.
So, it will hopefully just try and get right on the engine, sort of.
So I'll need to roll. I need to roll the command. Well, another thing, I'm pushing myself, but I think it says in this thing, pushing yourself, you get one of the normal benefits of pushing yourself. But didn't you say that with the deep cut, there are no benefits of pushing yourself?
No, that was a bit of a me misunderstanding it. So if you wish to push yourself for an extra dice or effect, you can do that.
Yes, well, I'll get +1 dice because the effect I think is fine as it is. So when I push myself I'll take an extra D. So I'm gonna let's do this. I'm gonna roll command. So I've got 2 pips in command. I've got an extra D. So how many Ds do I roll? Is it just 3 or I can't remember this?
3 Ds.
3 Ds. 2 commands.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
1 D for pushing, and then the pushing? I'll sort that later. The stress from pushing is that we can just do a roll. We can just roll over.
Yeah, we can just do it after.
Great. Okay. Cool. Come on then. Let's go. 1.
Is it still stress, or do you have to do like threats? More threats?
Oh yeah, we'll do the push and resistance roll are now the same thing. So you'll just have to roll the stress dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm rolling 3 Ds now. And what do we try to roll for? I've got between systems. I don't even know what the dice. Which one's 6?
6 is a success.
Remember what you're doing?
4 to 5. 4 to 5 success with a consequence.
Great. Okay. Cool.
I still say success with a consequence in heart.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Michael,
Oh, well, there we go.
Michael, this was the combo attack of the century.
I know, I know.
Ah.
The dice land as they land.
Use a vial on you. I'm my edge.
You all took all the good
Okay.
rolls. You all took all the good rolls.
Let's go Devil's Bargain.
Uh-oh.
Because I feel, although I should probably put this in first, I just feel like this
No, I like it.
would be so
Great.
wasted if we don't
Yep.
give you one more chance. So this is going to be the Devil's Bargain.
I would have taken it if you'd offered
to-
it. So
I'm offering this to you, Michael Peichel.
Great.
If you take this Devil's Bargain, the distraction you've made will, in fact, have been just enough, combined with the instability caused by the electroplasm grenade, to cause the bike to crash from his distraction.
Can I try my best? Because the one thing I wanted to do with hypnosis is to implant again the command to forget my face. You'll be able to chuck that in to
So,
the...
counterpoint, you failed.
Okay, great, yeah.
And actually, that's the opposite of what I'm offering you.
Great.
So,
Well, let's keep going.
since you rolled
Let's
1, 2,
go.
2, no, you didn't implant that. What actually happened?
It's the devil's bargain.
that
I'm throwing a devil's
he
bargain.
will crash the bike and you'll
Yep.
be saved from your pursuit. But
Great.
the soldier will recognise
Fine.
you personally
All good.
and report it to his superiors.
Nope, that's fine. That's fine. I will take your bargain. Do I just roll again?
A bargain has been struck. All right. Michael Peichel, taker of the Devil's Bargain, why don't you just narrate this little crash for us? He
What is
doesn't
it?
die.
Oh, you just say it happened. You don't have to roll again. It just happens, isn't it? That's the devil's
That just
bargain, right?
happened.
No, it's fine. Well, then the hatch opens and mustering the most commanding stare he possibly can, he stares him down like you say. There's like a sudden shock, thinking he was pursuing ragtag criminals. To see someone he may have respected or thought was respected in the community is a moment of brief, and then the actual kind of ghost hypnosis hits him as well, and does pause that moment. And as the bike does start to wobble and go, then yes, the vial of electroplasm comes flying over his shoulder and hits that kind of skimming wheel to cause the ruptures in the gas pipes or the mechanicals that causes the air to blow and flip, and we get a pretty good triple flip, I think, of the bike to scatter over. He does slide to relative safety, I believe, but is completely incapacitated. Maybe slides comically into a big crate, big stack of tomatoes, big box of tomatoes, or
Just to prove with you.
yeah.
And,
well,
and then a
vegetables.
dumper chuck of manure like
Yes,
tips onto
exactly.
him.
That's it, exactly.
I hate manure.
It's always gotta be manure. But yes, there we go.
And so, with that, your pursuer is waylaid. You continue your journey down the grey and rainy streets of Duskvol in the or of smoke or whatever it might be,
Oh yeah.
and make it to your shisha bar. Interestingly, also named the Hour of Smoke.
I like that. You just come up with
I
that.
think
Was that
that's
been looking for a while?
just bang.
2 thumbs up.
And then 3 hours later, Reza catches up.
Hobbling. Oh my god, my
Gash in
leg.
his head.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I was having an existential crisis on the roof.
I'm still really good at shooting.
Promise, Gov.
So you make it back to the bar, and take the crate, the mystery crate that is certainly of some concern to you now, knowing who was guarding it and who you've stolen from, probably. Take it back into the back rooms. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that there is someone in this party who is curious.
Nope.
Oh, come on, the nerd's opening the box.
The nerd is absolutely wanting to. Well, the nerd wants someone else to open the box, but then the nerd wants to look in the box. Yes.
I think yes. I think Whistle, knowing it was knowing it was sort of arcane in nature, or a bit, was I getting a sense of like it was power inside the box? Maybe was it like dangerous power, uncontrolled power, or
some sense of spirit connection?
All right. I take
Knowing
it to
that,
the most secure part of
Can
the
we
shisha bar.
study it first to make sure that opening it isn't suddenly going to unleash a whole bunch of, it's not like you're about to open the genie flask or Pandora's box, and the moment you open it, everything's going to come flying out.
That is just the sort of
This
thing
is just my way of not trusting GMs ever.
Smart.
I don't know if you want me to roll to study it or anything, though.
I think the study of kind of the expert hands between you would reveals that there don't appear to be any traps, and though there is this sort of slight hint of a spirit essence leaking out, you don't get the sense that it's gonna, unleash hell.
Cool.
All right.
So who opens it?
See, that always raises red flags for me when you ask that.
It's not a trap. It's just
who opens the door? Who steps through the door?
Every single time.
Can you just tell me the
please
order?
just tell me what
in
order
which-
you're walking Oh, I hate that. Fucking Jinx Infinity Padlock.
So Whistle, like, when we're standing around this box looking at it, endgame style, Hulk's going for the glove. I get out my fine lightning hook, which apparently collapses into a compact form, so it kind of expands out like a Black Panther spear, like that. And I put my mask on and I kind of stand there ready. And I say, all right there, Bookworm, you go ahead and open it.
Marnie, you're the best at spells.
Sure, yeah. Tommy will approach it and carefully open this thing up if it's not obviously locked.
I thought you said Manny, and I was like, "What
Tommy.
is that from?" No, Alex said, "Manny, you're the best at spells."
Don't worry about it.
Then you'll be free to take the king.
I do like Black
No,
Books, but
boy.
like other Graham Linehan creations,
Yes.
it's now ruined.
Yes, dead thing, yeah, exactly.
You open the package, and what do you see inside?
Oh,
I suppose you didn't really know what you're expecting because no one had told you, and there is no apparent reason why you should have got a sense of a spirit from this box. But if you head over to your handouts, you will see that what lies before you in the crate is actually a large and rare piece of technology
ooh!
that I don't know who in the party might have heard of.
I've got nothing in my handouts.
Oh, do you
Under
have the
the
handout?
Handouts
I've got it.
tab,
Handouts
but
tab? Yeah.
we currently have no handouts.
Oh, handout.
Okay, I need to share it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I've never done this before in this system. You will see that what lies before you and what HRC on the box stood for was the Helia's repeating coil gun.
It's a Vickers
I do
gun, baby.
think Tommy would actually have some familiarity with it.
Yeah.
He was a student at the Duskvol Academy in the College of Naval Command, which has all the engineering to it. So he may never have seen one in person, but I'm sure.
So in that case, Tommy, what you may intuit or remember that you may shoot at the party or not is that, basically what it says on the sheet here, that this is the most advanced and latest Imperial technology available. It is high-tech, full-blown military equipment, and there are only but a handful of these even exists outside of the Imperial Citadel. This may be one of only a couple in Duskvol. Those of you who are, let's say, part of an organization of shadows in Duskvol will, unless any of you are particularly out of tune, know that having stolen this equipment from the Imperial Army, was not worth the 6 coin that you were paid.
6 coin.
We got screwed.
So so what were our instructions to?
I was going to say, surely we were instructed not to open it. Surely.
Are we supposed to deliver it somewhere next, or?
No. So, a representative of the Crows will be coming to meet you at an appointed hour later in the night, giving you just a little opportunity now to discuss amongst yourselves what you make of this. The Crows do have a purpose in mind for you, but it's those of you who understand the existential nature of what you've brought home. Not to mention, now I suppose you don't know this for sure, but I think Sesame, you will have got some kind of some kind of feedback in this mental connection that you were recognized. They may not know where your hideout is,
no,
or even what organization you necessarily represent in truth, but you were personally recognized. So there is a direct threat from the army already that I didn't even have written in to the plan here.
There you go.
So you've got a little bit of downside. We're kind of going to skim over the end of score stuff, like the payout and stuff, because there's not really that much point as marking XP and doing all the fiddly bits. But you do have, or you will receive, some coin.
Great.
So if you do want to procure some services or whatever in the scoundrel phase, you can. What I'll say is that you've got the night now before the representative of the Crows is coming for their scheduled meeting. So you guys have a little chat amongst yourselves about what your characters might think of your latest.
Tommy
steal.
is crying tears of joy, but also is furiously making drawings about everything and trying to open little bits and put it back just to understand how this actually is built together. I think he'd realized that without the white fire, there's very little this can do right now. So even though he definitely wants to pull the trigger and see what happens, he kind of accepts it won't be any fun, but he is very much drawing everything to do with this thing.
So we have no ammunition. We have no ammunition for this thing, right?
No power cell.
It comes. No, I think it maybe comes with a single power cell.
Okay.
Tommy is loading up the power cell and is getting ready to pull that trigger just to watch a wall melt.
Sasabe's not super. He's not super impressed by tech, so he's definitely maybe puts a hand on little Bookworm's shoulder and says, "Little worm, perhaps you should slow down with this this little actions you're taking. We don't need to be quite so hasty. We should focus more on the fact that we've been quite undersold on the both the severity of the mission and the importance, and we should focus more on our contact arriving and extracting as much information and gold out of them as possible. For this device itself, I worry about the damage it could do to those less fortunate. So my first case would be to find a way to disable it and in a subtle way while providing it back to the buyer and retrieving as much gold as we can for this is quite a devastating piece of equipment that we should have no part of. It's not part of our way of dealing with things, this kind of damage, and we should try and disable it and get as much out of it as we can.
Or we could keep it. I mean, this thing is incredible.
Oh, I can
we
see
could just turn down the coin and keep this instead.
Go back to fucking Google, Bookworm.
I should say, I just made up a nickname that Reza has for Sesame, because Sesame is a stupid name and I don't want to keep saying it. So he called Sesame Husha, which I've just decided is Eruvian for bond mate, like friend.
Dum.
Bonded friend.
No,
like
I like
a friend of responsibility.
Yes.
And Reza says, Usha, that we have bigger priorities. That man saw your face. The Imperials will be on us like Zika flies on shit within hours.
Yes, but we have this now, so if they come for us, bam.
I do not disagree with you, child. We may need to hold on to it.
You'd sooner blow yourselves up and the whole place with it.
Indeed.
Well, at least then we don't have to worry about the Imperials anymore.
But we have to worry about our arms and legs being attached to our bodies, which I quite like.
It's neither here nor
My
there.
point is that the Imperials will want to separate those. Whether we give the gun to the crows or keep it for ourselves, we need a plan to survive. Because
Just to check, keeping it is on the table, though, right?
I see no value in it. It's not our way of doing things. It's not something we even are. Well, you may appreciate the technology, the
There
ability
is
to
great
use
value in it. There is incredible value in it.
it. I see your excitement, but
used fucking teenage tech bro.
Yeah.
You sound like Mark
Yes.
Zuckerberg at the beginning of the Mark Zuckerberg film.
Yeah, think about it. We can rate all the college girls. It's great. With this machine gun. I think Whistle is just like absolutely horrified at this kind of machine of death.
yes,
Especially one so
Sesame.
attuned to the ghosts. And just like, it's not something of this caliber. It's not right. I'd rather the Empire used it somewhere else, but if they had the
Whistle,
chance, they'd
as
kill.
you-
Yeah, go.
As you talk about the gun, you
Talks to me.
you just get the sense. You just could have sworn in the back of your head, you heard little whispering like, "Have him in my sights. Take the shot."
Oh,
And you could have sworn it came from the gun.
it's not heart now. This is not heart. No fuckery here.
Stop
I don't like
fuckering
that.
around, please.
Yeah. Yes. And anyway, teeth start falling out of the walls for no reason.
The gun sprouts like little stunty legs and walks off. Well, I guess Dòmhnall like shuts up and then just turns, like looks at the gun and just like holding the spirit mask still in place, being like, "This, we need to get rid of this thing. We can't be found with it."
I agree. I apologize to the little word, but it's not for us to have this kind of device. It needs to be destroyed or removed. But we still need to deal with our buyer or our contact when they come to claim it.
Are the crows still tier 2 in this scenario?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're on an equal
Not a
footing with
metagame?
them. You're on an equal footing with them. What else? I say probably so. You may now want to wait to see what the crows have to say. It seems like you have some various positions on what you might think you want to do next.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I say to Sesame, I feel like when we meet our crow, we should re-establish our agreement. Because we can't have them walking away for this, especially not for 6 coin. Now we're known to the
renegotiate the
Imperials.
terms of the deal. I agree. We put ourselves at great risk,
We've altered
and
the deal.
we have altered the deal. This device is heinous and very uncouth, very unnecessary. But we need to. Yes, I agree.
I mean, I can
Sorry.
tinker with it for a little bit to see if I can disable it, but I'm not gonna lie, that's just so I can spend more time with it.
Oh, by all means, enjoy it, learn from it. But if we could find some way to maybe a delayed, I don't know, defect that could be used at a later date and still walk away with the coin, that could be the ideal scenario.
I'm still looking at it very suspiciously, and I say, "No one touch that thing." until the crows arrive.
But if I disable it, we can use it to negotiate with them for the more coin.
Bookworm, you can study it from a distance. And if you hear any weird voices, let me know.
Tell me when to stop on the distance.
Does anyone else? There are others in the room who are somewhat ghost attuned, right?
Yes. I mean, yeah. The Sesame has contact with ghosts. She can has a ghost friend, and she's plugged into the. That's fine.
Then I think Sesame also hears a voice, emanating presumably from the gun, that just says, "Don't want to be here."
Yes, remind me of the lore. Yeah, the actual ectoplasm is there's ghosts in it, right? It's powered by ghosts and spirits. So Kasami does have an ability called Ghost Friend, where she can interact with certain types of ghosts and spirits. Are they kind of nullified ghosts? Are they actually kind of, or are they the pure essence of ghosts? They're not actually really ghosts or spirits. They are the energy of them. So is there anything to interact with? Could she kind of focus in on that and talk to them, or are they just these pure, like almost like ectoplasm versions of them?
So your ability for this is actually pretty suitable.
Cool, good. Okay, this is fun.
Well, so if you were to want to investigate this gun, what would you have like a ritual or something, or like some technical tools?
Let's have a look. I mean, again, it's more like an extension of his ability to talk and communicate with people. That he's just so refined at interacting. He can plug into that kind of ghost field and kind of almost talk to them as if they are. He's just so persuasive and commanding that his essence kind of can almost command over ghosts, over that kind of divide between. So it's not so much a ritual, I suppose, as getting into that space and just kind of drawing on his charisma and his commandingness, and I guess his in tuneness with the field to kind of talk to them, and then his voice is so commanding and hypnotic, and that it breaks that barrier. So it's more. So
you want to talk to the gun?
I want to talk to the gun.
Look, I'm the whisper. It's the only thing I can do.
All right, well, we can do it together. I just have an ability that says it, and I like it. Let's do it together.
This is the problem with the homebrew rules.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
they're more powerful than the vanilla stuff.
I think combining your efforts, because you're the two people who are somewhat attuned to this. We're not going to say necessarily that you can just talk to the gun, because you don't really know what's going on. There's not been an apparition or anything like that. But you are certainly, between you and some investigating, able to intuit that there is somehow a spirit bound into this gun. Some modification. The designs and reports on the Helia's repeating coil gun that Tommy is familiar with make absolutely no mention of combining the kind of tech with kind of ghost work. And there seem to be some additional parts to the gun that are not in the design, and you are able to reach the conclusion that you think that this has been somehow modified to also contain a soldier's spirit. Making this weapon even more problematic.
Yeah, I mean, dark as fuck.
Yeah.
So, I presume you all just go to bed happy as Larry and wait for the crows.
I think whilst we're waiting for the crows, how long do we have until they arrive?
So you have till morning till they arrive, and in a general sense, you reckon you have. You guys are a spy organization, right? You know the workings of all this. Even with Sesame having been identified, you know that you do have a couple of days before they'll be able to put all the pieces together.
And raise our heat by 300.
Yeah,
Traitor. Sesame.
yeah, and figure out which district you're in. Send the army in to surround and exterminate the entire district.
Silently.
Put your Space Marine hat on. Helmet. he's doing it.
Yeah.
Is it taking
That's
this long?
I'll put on my helmet as well. There we go.
Oh, very good. It's
good
kind of like, why is it so on top of your head? It's not even, your head's not in it.
Because it's a child's
child.
bike helmet.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
It's got
Oh, here comes
Bloody-
Titus.
Bluey on there. Oh wow.
Dun, 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 dun,
Impressive.
dun.
It's a bit more
The
impressive.
issue is I can't also wear my headphones.
But here we are. Someone nod if you could actually hear me.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Yeah, perfect.
Excellent.
It sounds
I can't hear
perfect.
you. So talk.
It's actually
about
very
yourself.
atmospheric.
It is.
It's so huge.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Space Marine stuff.
Right, anyway, Space Marines are here.
That was
I'll just-
excellent.
I'll just have him. It's really big. Have you seen
It
the
is
fucking
really
size of this?
big.
It's massive.
It makes your body look really small.
I know, it's kind of dumb. It's really stupid to wear.
In the picture you send, though, it doesn't that much, but
I'll just...
it just means you
wear
need to
that
start
for
making armor.
stand-ups and everything at work.
Mm.
Just join stand-up wearing that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll put him back on the stand he came with in the lounge later. So,
Yeah,
are you waiting for the crows now?
I would like to,
Oh, yes, sorry.
at the risk of taking up too much time and directing attention away from the party, I would like to go and consult my friend Quellen the Witch to see if she knows anything about these kind of things. I don't know if we just get her over so everyone else can interact, or I go to her swamp hut or whatever.
I think you could probably got time to nip out, if you like.
Yeah. Probably need to get away from Tommy's fervent.
Sorry, you're leaving Tommy alone with it.
No, everyone else is there.
I say, you watch him. I need this much Tommy, this much space between you and the gun, alright?
He is going to ignore that instantly.
I'll get the fucking Janissary to stand there with his rifle to watch you.
I mean, I think he's already doing that.
Yeah.
Tommy wants to hear the voices too. He's going to find the voices in the weapon.
Who is the contact that that you're going to see?
A Quellen, a witch.
Quellen. So, where does Quellen reside? And where are you going to be heading off to?
I think she was someone I grew up near in Coleridge. Maybe not traditional, what's the old folklore witch? Yabba Baba. Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga?
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But basically just
Baba Yaga.
a bit of a strange woman who lives down the end of the terrace housing. Oh, like I live in now. And
Like
yeah.
most people burnt as a witch in history, she's just
yes,
like a
yes,
swinging lady who's cool, that's
Yeah, and-
nearby.
yeah, and she's got
happens to have some education.
yeah, she knows things like how to
Switch.
how to ease pregnancy pain. Ooh. But I imagine her her sort of house is full of sort of components and things, roots and things hanging off the walls, and with things. Always fascinated Dòmhnall as a child, but maybe she was the one who helped him realise that he could speak to ghosts.
So you approach this old, curious abode with its, witchy trinkets and things hanging about, and knock on the door. And Quellen kind of opens the door, looking at as a smallish person opens the door, looking at a normal person's height, and then looks up and says, "Oh, Dòmhnall, as I live and breathe, you're huge now. You're bloody huge, much bigger than your brother. Much big. How is Joe doing?"
Hi, Quellen. It's nice to see you again. I actually didn't have a brother. I don't know if you're thinking of someone else. It's me, Dòmhnall.
Oh, so it is. What? Come in. I'll get you some root tea.
No, that'll be fine, thank you. I don't.
Oh, your tea has gone cold.
No, don't forget your roots now. We use a special cold water to make it.
He says, "Oh, thanks so much, Quellen. You haven't, suppose you haven't heard from Joe recently, have you?"
Joe, I haven't seen him around too much. Is he still working the rails?
I believe so. Yeah, since I last saw him, I've been meaning to go around, but yeah. Anyway, I've come to talk to you about something that I've come across recently. Have you ever heard of a weapon that can talk to you in your mind?
She just lets out the biggest sigh and says, "Oh, Dòmhnall, what have you been stealing now? Oh, wasn't it enough to be taking purses? I know you had to eat, but spirit-infused weaponry? Is that what you're up to these days?"
Now, look, I didn't know what it was when I stole it, all right? We weren't told it was that, anyway. And we don't want it. Now, if I need to know where to put it, and who to give it to, I need to know as much as I can about it.
She, kind of shuts the curtains and ferrets around, starting to look pretty uncomfortable, and says, "Right, well, they've been trying to put spirits into weapons for years. Years they've been trying to do it, and all sorts of experiments and horror shows gone wrong. Dòmhnall, I can only assume that if you've got this, it's army. And probably more important than the spirit situation is that if you've got an army gun, you're fucked. Proper fucked. I don't know of any.
That was my initial assessment. I feel like I was the only one, to be honest. I'm glad someone else thinks so.
Hey, I thought it was pretty bad too.
It's good to know you're not as thick as you look. In that strangely patronizingly nice but mothery way.
Yeah, it's like, well, my sister, bless her soul, always said that I was thick as the street we used to live on, but I feel like anyway, continue.
Oh, it were a broad street, that. Here's what you need to know. If they've managed to do it, terrifying stuff. Even the army aren't supposed to be doing it. It's been prescribed. It's too dangerous. Even if they've managed to do it, it's going to be unstable. By all the ghosts in the city, please don't use it. I don't know what'll happen. You've got to get rid of it.
So are you saying that the army would be very frightened of it becoming common knowledge that they have invented this and bringing it to Duskvol?
Oh, surely. That's outlawed. I don't know. Maybe there's some rogues in there doing experiments they're not supposed to be anymore. But it was years ago they were supposed to stop doing that.
And if you were a gang of criminals, what would you want it for?
Well, what does anyone want guns for? Shooting other gangs. I've got to assume. You did grow up on the streets around here. You know Duskvol, right, boy?
Yes, Quillen, I know Duskvol, but not guns that would bring down the fury of the Imperial army on you. I don't know what the Crows are thinking. But maybe we can do a deal with them, a better deal.
Well, you know the Crows, they just like shiny stuff, and they're... Well...
That's the magpies.
Let's just say there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, they that's what they thought the Crows were when they called themselves. They're about as thick as the streets themselves over there.
That shouldn't have been as funny as it was.
It was quite funny. I liked it.
Look, Charlie, you've got to get rid of it. You've got to get the army off you.
Well, that was my plan, for starters, is convincing the others. These Iruvians, they just see riches and control and getting one over on Duskvol. Like that old man we used to know.
Oh, you're
who
not
sold
with
drugs
those
to kids.
bloody red sashes these days, are you? Jumped up pricks, the lot of them.
I'm raising my racism card here because the two Iruvian firstly, we're all working. Like the context we've agreed we're working under is that like we're doing jobs that get money based on feeding info to the Iruvians or working for Iruvian interests. So like hypocritical to begin with. Second thing, two Iruvian characters in the party, the two who were most vociferous against using this gun.
I love the indignation, though.
Yeah. Perhaps Dòmhnall's just playing to Quillen's prejudices.
Quillen's prejudices. Very good.
But tell me you're not. Tell me you're not with those bloody jumped up pretentious sash wearing pricks.
Jesus.
Is she like started dating Saffron or something?
I'll be.
Old flame.
Yes, old flame. He's
Aegis as well.
He says, well, actually, Quellen, as you'll remember, when I wanted to become a Whisper, I wanted to serve the lords and ladies of Duskvol, but it turned out that wasn't a good idea, was it? At least these Iruvians that you hate so much have not tried to kill me as soon as they've paid me for the work.
Well, hey, Peps.
Ah, well, at least you're doing bigger things. It looks like you're on the way to, well, maybe the gallows, but hopefully bigger things.
The Imperial City gallows. At least I'll get to ride the rails as a passenger for once.
She says, look, I don't know what you're supposed to do about this. No, I don't want nothing to do with it, but Joe, he and the Railjacks, they've got contacts with the Hive. Maybe you'd be able to offload it to them if you could get in touch with them somehow.
Who are the Hive again?
The Hive are a.
These.
I'll get my text boxes up so it's more.
Worlds are colliding.
But they're a shady mercantile group, generally speaking, looking to get their hands on rare, valuable, illegal black market shit. That's kind of their vibe. They're a loose connection of shady merchants, obviously with their own muscle. So you may be able to get in touch with them and offload it, though that wouldn't necessarily reduce all the risk from you. She says, now look, it's late. And you didn't even have your tea.
Sorry, it went cold.
Yeah, always does, doesn't it? I have it myself.
There's this new thing called sugar. They serve it in the fancy places. If you just got a little bit.
No, when it gets late, I just little drop of spirit essence. That'll all you right of.
I don't agree with that, Quellen, but fine.
Yeah, they call us old ones the prudes.
Snowflake.
In spirit never had you. Me drinks. Oh, too. No good for the wokies, me drinks are.
Yeah, she's just got a wall full
Actually,
of those bowl drinks. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that she's got from Waitrose, yeah.
So she starts to usher you out.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fine.
look, I've told you everything I can about it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want the army down here.
That's a shame, Quellen. I was going to give them your name first when I get interrogated in the Citadel.
And then she knows you're joking, but she like grabs like a brush or something and starts kind of bashing you down. Says, "No, you bloody won't! Now get out! And tell your brother he owes me a drink."
Yeah, Dòmhnall laughs and goes out onto the street, huffs a sigh, cloak up, and then back to the what was it, Hour of Smoke, the hideout.
So I think you've the night has passed. You didn't get too much sleep because you were out not drinking root tea. But there is a knock on the door at the appointed hour
What's it?
of meeting.
In the crossing.
Around breakfast time, I suppose.
Any saffron porridge has been mass produced yet?
Oh, I think it's canon that is available throughout Crow's Foot. Crow's Foot's where we are, right? Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
We're still in Crow's
Brilliant.
Foot, so
There's a big face in the front.
yeah. Saffron porridge is a thing now. Everyone's eating it.
Love it.
It makes you feel nice and warm and calm.
Laced with narcotics.
Yeah. It make you feel good inside.
For 12 to 18 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Don't operate heavy machinery. Or eating this porridge.
Which of course everybody does because it's Duskvol. So all the dockers having their saffron porridge.
That's it. That's it.
So someone answers the door and
Face.
Yes. Yep. Sesame opens the door ready to charm and woo them. We've met. Was the job given by like a letter, or have you met them before? This is the first time encountering them.
you've got like a sort of loose existing relationship with the Crows. Like this job that you took, I think, like just so that it's positioned, like because you've been shafted, but this was probably just like a could you do a quick job for us? We'll pay pretty well for an easy store.
Yes,
Who you are not allies with, but are willing to work with, even if you may have your own opinions on them, but you may not like them. Maybe you do.
We don't.
If
So, go on.
if Sesame is intending to get up and go to the door, Reza will hold his arm out and gesture for him to sit back down.
Ooh.
And Reza will go to the door instead, with a hand under his kind of poncho robe, a hand on his pistol, and open the little slat. I'm assuming we've got a viewing slat on the door of.
Oh yeah, there's always a slat.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You open the slats and see a familiar figure, one you've met before you is Belle, who is the
Demak Bell?
Seconding. No. This Bell. Second
many
in command
crossovers.
of the Crows. Wearing what I guess we would describe as like a bowler hat and a kind of nice clothes, but it's all a bit scruffy. You know, very much like you know, wants to be slightly above his station kind of vibe. And he sees the slat come up, and he's like, "Well, only gonna let me in then. I'll take it you've completed the job."
Reza sort of narrows his eye a little bit and then like nods slightly. Closes, doesn't say anything. Closes the slat. Unlocks the several locks. And then nods to everyone to kind of be prepared.
At this point, Sesame steps forward and puts a hand gently on his friend's shoulder and gives him a nod of. I'll play it.
Okay. You open
Tommy
the
comes
door.
through next, does a hand gesture, says, "Okay, my turn now."
And before you know it, everyone's doing the conga.
Yeah.
Lots of hands on shoulder.
What my friend was trying to say is,
Do we know the contact's name yet? They are known to us.
Bell.
Sorry,
Bell.
yes, we said that literally to the door swings over and says, "Army." Again, it's his go-to move. He's poured a very lovely glass of whiskey for the person entering, and with a wave and a smile welcomes them in and goes, "Bell, it's been too long. Please come in, enjoy a drink, and join us for after a successful mission. We are here to welcome you to our fine establishment."
Oh, Salty, it's good to see you again. Yeah, you got some of that saffron porridge. It is early. I've not had my breakfast yet. Thought we could meet and eat.
There's always
yeah.
a spare bowl of saffron.
It's so Moorish. It's so Moorish, isn't it?
Something they put in it. I don't know what it is.
there's like a multi-pack box that you get at hotel buffets, all different flavors. Oh yeah, no one likes cinnamon, do they? No one likes cinnamon.
We actually knew this guy way back when. Did a bit of work with him a few years ago. He's landing on his feet.
Dead now, of course.
With him died.
Yeah. Well, he never did land on his feet again. I seem to remember he was always wheeling about, but yeah, you get the expression.
Sounds audible.
And he steps in and he's like, "Oh, is that the package there? Good stuff. We had no trouble, I assume. Information was good."
Dòmhnall's Dòmhnall is standing, putting himself between the package and Bell, sort of arms folded.
Yes. I don't know what to tell you. It was a wonderful evening, well spent. But I have to say, Bell, it was trickier than we thought. I think at this point, you're going to try and kind of oversell the level. Obviously, it was a difficult journey, but he's going to extra lay it on thick about how challenging and how daring and how much they put their skills into it to try and really convince him both of the value of the troop and try and get more money out of it, but also to try and convince him that perhaps it's going to be a bit the bigger players to convince him almost to not want to pick up the device currently. So it's going to go a little something like.
Actually, sorry. Before you start, sorry. Should we have spoken before about what I was told about the Hive potentially being another buyer? Because they're a higher tier, right? So it'd be a bigger paycheck, I imagine.
Yeah, that plays in well. We'll keep it for now. Great. Okay, so we really want to. Yeah.
So we potentially have a higher buyer now. We know what it is.
Yes.
We can use that as
Great.
leverage.
Yeah. Sounds good.
On a related issue, before Sesame goes into any more high action diplomatic nonsense. Reza's intent in this scene is to step back as far as possible and assess the level of threat from the crows that have entered the room and any others that I might be able to see. outside. I don't know whether there's any information to share on that point at this moment or anything to roll, but just like stating intent.
So Bell has come alone, confidently striding into your abode. He's come like as normal. He's armed, but he's not come, spoiling for a fight. So you'd have the drop on him should you choose to. But he strides in, and he says, "Oh, and there it is. It sounds like you used to be a little bit ripe for a bit of haggling going on, but gentlemen, I fear you've rather missed the point. I don't want to buy the gun. I want you to use it."
Yes. You'll play. It's poker face. He's not learned, but he's a very young little worm. He's not learned to play it cool just yet. He's very excited. He's just won one of the Saffron's lucky gizmos in every box. He's very excited. He's just pulled the little.
He's collected the last
ring.
one.
he's got all 6 now. He's very happy with himself. Go play in the corner, little worm, with your little trinket.
Whistle's like, now hold on a minute. And you have to kind of stop him from interrupting.
Exactly. This is very interesting to us. We have, like I said, been under great danger, great risk. So we will, it's been quite the extraordinary evening. But we understand very well its value and its power, and it is certainly a device that could do great things for the crows. Do tell us more. What's the target? What can we do? What can we do for you?
Oh, well, you see, I don't know if you guys are had any dealings with the Hive lately, but they're making a lot of waves. They've recently had some pretty significant impacts on our trading. Strangling us out certain areas. We don't like it. So we thought we'd just come to you and ensure you had this powerful weapon in your hands. It's wasn't quite sure what was in there, but it looks like Imperial tech. Anyway, I want you to take it to the Hive. They've got a little auction on, and maybe you could, I don't know, rat-tat-tat, something like that. I think their leader will be there. Anyway, here's the deal. We'll give you another 10 coin if you do it. But if you don't, well, we're the only ones who know we've got it, and it'd be a terrible shame if those blackcoats found out, wouldn't it?
Oh, absolutely. We've had our master engineer study it. I think we'll need to ask for more coin. I'm afraid it's been determined to be quite defective. Unfortunately, a lot of work needs to be put into fixing before we can enact this plan of yours. So we'll need to up that coin amount to pay for extra repairs and work needs to be done. But no, taking the weapon to the Hive sounds like a good solution, and one we'd be willing to do for you.
We're not just taking it to the Hive. They want us to shoot the Hive command.
Why do you want to speak in a voice?
He's just backs off again, arms crossed.
We have no allegiance to the Hive. The Crow are friends of ours. They look us. We share a drink. We do a job for them. It's it's all good. But we will need to be paid for more than 10 coin and the 6 additionally, because much work needs to be done. It's very damaged in the when we picked it up, and we would certainly like to be compensated for that time and effort.
Well, let's see. Maybe we could do you a deal. Let's make it 10 coin, and we don't tell the blackcoats where you are, and they destroy you tonight.
Well, that's a very interesting counteroffer, but that they would seize the weapon and you'd lose all power there, I'm afraid. So your bluff is not what we would stand for. And we stand firm on the extra coin and extra time needed to deliver on this very dangerous mission. After a very, very, very perilous night, you don't understand what we've been through. We've got a lot of time needed to recover, so...
Or we dump the gun in the river. By the time the blackcoats come, they find nothing.
And we pin it all on the crows.
Well, that'd just be a terrible waste now, wouldn't it? After all the trouble you went to.
Better that than a massacre.
No, but you seems to be missing the point. I'm looking for a massacre.
Oh, I understood that part. Bell, very well. We're not looking for a massacre.
I heard. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. I heard you weren't so quick, so trying to make sure it got across.
Milo's
Does it
NPCs
need
are
to be
such.
a massacre or just a show of power?
Oh, that's a good point.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
So does it need to be a massacre or just a show of power?
Look, it's important that their leadership are removed from the equation.
So why didn't you have the balls to ask for what you wanted? An assassination?
Well, I just thought you guys, you're these spy master types, thought might enjoy playing a bit of your own game. And you might not have agreed, so anyway, thought we'd do it this way. Anyway, what else are you going to do? Put it back?
Anything?
Anyway, I'll...
Throw it away, destroy it, sell it to another person, sell it to the Hive, sell it to another gang. These are all options you would not like. Only option you want is us kill your enemy. How much is that worth to you? And 10 gold is not an acceptable answer.
10 gold and you can keep the gun?
We don't
Tommy will
want
raise the hand about them who sees better of it.
Correction. None of the adult members of the gang want the gun.
I am an
None
adult.
of the offline members want the gun.
Just younger than you, old folk.
Look, you guys drive a hard bargain. We'll make it 12 gold. You can do what you like with a gun. And we won't tell the police.
How many targets are you
Money
after
up
us?
front.
How many targets are you after us to remove?
Well, there's gonna be this auction. Their leader, what's her name again? Jera. Yeah, that's the one. She's gonna be that. As long as she gets taken out, that's good. But it'd be a little bonus if there was a few extra.
And when do we get payment?
Well, when the job's done.
Do you mind if I talk to
Already
my
old
associates?
It seems like you guys have got a couple of things to work through, so I'm gonna nip out. I've got a few other jobs to do.
Hotel chocolat.
Arms
Lovely.
to grease, hot chocolates to drink. I heard there's a nice croque monsieur nearby. And look, I'll be back in a bit.
Right, good boy. Close door. All right, while that prick's
Oh
gone
yes,
to go.
it has. It's been wonderful. All right, all right then. Okay. And he's gone.
Right, while that prick's gone to go buy some more velvetizer, we need to sort out what we're gonna do. We're not gonna be
Sell
standing
the
there.
information to the Hive.
That could be a good way of doing it. But I don't want to be standing next to that smoking gun if it doesn't blow up in the middle of a Hive massacre. Because then we're definitely all going back to the Citadel for the rest of our lives.
Personally, I rather resent being manipulated by a gang of low-life thugs like the Crows. They think the leverage of us having this gun is enough. They do. Enough to make us do whatever they want. For what is, I think we all agree, a pittance. I say we pin the whole thing on them. Put the gun into their headquarters, leak it to the Imperial establishment that representatives of the Crows were the ones that stole the gun. Stand back, watch the fireworks. We might even get the ransom from the cops.
It would be great to get a payday out of this. Sesame, do you think you can go and talk quietly to your contacts and see if there's a reward
I like that. I like the plan. It's the only problem is thinking about how we would get such a large cumbersome item into their headquarters. I like the idea of pinning it on them, but the act of doing that would be very difficult, not impossible. I think so. I think we could talk to our contact. We could set up the drop. I just wonder how we get the device into the Crow's headquarters, and we could tipping off the police is no problem. It's getting the device into the building that makes me nervous.
We could disassemble the weapon. All we have to do is put the parts in their place.
I like it. The plan forms.
The white fire.
I'm recluse to get rid of it. At the same time, I like to take it apart, and that's more the fun anyway.
We take it in small bits and place it in multiple parts. And form, yes. No, I like it. Plan forms.
What we could say is the Crows are trying to reverse engineer it, and then I can reverse engineer it later on and build my own.
We have, because if we do not take out the Crows at this point, if we don't act out the murder, which we're not going to do, then they will know where we live. They will come to us anyway. So we need to. Yes, this is the way forward. A heist is born.
I guess the gun going back to where it was when we found it is not the worst outcome of this.
I suppose I guess we could, in the meantime, we could talk to I know the Hive said they wanted the device, but the fact that we could, not using it to kill them, they might be grateful of. If the Crow, helping to weaken the Crows might be of value to the Hive equally. They might not get the weapon, but they will certainly get the advantage of not being massacred by the Crows and having the device out of play. So that might be worth something to them as well. We can help set up. Maybe you can use your contacts. Whistle to at least alleviate some monetary gain from them for not using it against them with the Hive. Oh, do you know? No, sorry, it wasn't.
Oh, I guess, yeah. It turns out I do have yeah.
Yeah, you came back at all that Hive, so I assume never.
Yeah, so the Railjacks and the Hive are allies, so you'd probably be able to whip up a connection if you wanted to. There's other parties that could be interested in the weapon. If you wanted something separate, but feels like currently you're going down the reverse heist or sell it routes.
Yeah.
Or classic double cross, make a deal with the Hive to take out the Crows.
Ooh, yeah.
Just give them the gun to do it themselves.
But we aren't murderers.
No, it's not. We're espionage. We're all about the sneaky. This.
Well, that's what I mean. Give it to them and sell it to them and give them the
He
information.
also doesn't want to shoot it at people. He just wants to shoot it at something.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Blow a big hole in the side of the prison. That sounds fun.
To be clear, my motivation in suggesting, Rosa's motivation in suggesting the reverse heist option is that the only win condition for our group after this kind of story is concluded is that the Imperial authorities no longer believe we have the stolen gun.
Mm.
And none of the other plans I've heard have a solution for that. Like, we're just, okay, we side with one gang against the other gang, one way or t'other. We're still doing a crime with the gun in public, expecting the police to come, and when they come, we'll have the gun.
I mean, and if we do shoot this thing at either side, the law enforcement is absolutely going to, the military is going to hunt us down even faster than before. I don't think there's a way we can shoot this without.
It's the simplest way. We get rid of the gun, which was one of the ideas we had, but we do it by planting it on the people trying to get us anyway, so they're out of action. Distracts all the fuzz on them. I think it's the way forward.
Dòmhnall, what do you think?
I don't know. What did you just say, Mikey? Tell me again.
Alex's plan.
It was supporting my plan,
but with the one of the wonderful ply from the bookworm is to disassemble the device into multiple pieces, so it's easier to sneak into their headquarters in some way and stash it in there, and while at the same time alerting the authorities and also talking to the Hive about potentially asking them for some kind of reward or compensation for not taking up the job, but in the meantime, disabling the weapon and also weakening the crows.
Plus,
I
with
don't
this
think- I don't
approach,
think-
if we disassemble it, that is meaning the crows suddenly can't turn it back on ourselves. If we
Or not
put
quickly
the
anyway, at
whole
least.
thing in, they're going to have
What-
it. You know, there's
what
technically a
about-
way we could get shot back.
I don't think the Hive are going to care if we turn up and say, "Hey, we didn't assassinate you. Can I have some coin,
No,
please?"
but-
what if we gave them something valuable like the white fire, or
Ooh,
maybe
yeah.
some component? Because if we're breaking it up anyway, we don't need all the parts to frame the crows.
Yeah, but might be if the Wi-Fi that you got to imagine the police searching them, they want to. If they find it, well, there was no ammo, so they probably weren't going to use it. It needs to be kind of.
Or whatever it is then.
Just
Whatever
assume they
the
use the
yeah,
ammo.
sure.
yeah. We could use the white fire in the heist.
I love that too.
Tommy loves that too.
We all do. Big fan.
Because what was?
Okay.
Didn't it say something like
So,
electrostatic
Highly
discharge
volatile.
radiator? We could give them one of those.
yeah, so, I think all the elements of the coil gun are rare and valuable.
Yeah.
And I think you could negotiate probably to secure some support or advantage from the Hive if that's the route you want to go down.
I think so. And then with the information, maybe we get them to pay us to set up the crows. Then
Yeah,
They're
that's what I mean.
enemies.
The main advantage is yes, is the that was
Yeah.
the bigger.
okay,
We
cool.
offered to sell them part of it whilst also going, and we'll set them up to get rid of them.
The people who were gonna literally wipe you out in one night. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, that
Like
sounds
taking
good.
a piece of the weapon,
Okay,
but also
so
proving-
recap on what the plan is. You want
Yeah.
to meet with the Hive, maybe sell or gift or goodwill them some of the weapon plus the information, hopefully secure their support, and then you want to reverse heist the crows. Set
That's
them
it.
up.
Yes.
Happy days. Neat. Put a bow on it.
Walk away into the sunset.
And then the syndicate has made themselves some pretty good progress with a powerful organization in Duskvol. Certainly above their tier.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I think the Hive are a 3 or a 4. Double check. So yeah, they're a pretty serious org you might want to be friends with. Okay.
Love it.
Better than the stinky crows.
Ugh.
Figuring I don't royally
I love how
fuck
Ollie's
Tinker
like, oh,
and
Milo's
Bookworm."
NPCs are dicks. I'm like, yeah, no, this one's supposed to be a dick.
It's the Castus Vex of Duskvol.
I wasn't especially expecting you to be like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's do the job.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'd have been actually.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Why are they doing the job?
We all want to live out being murder hobos once.
Yeah, I know. But look, put a machine gun in front of a party. They're really
Yeah.
going to want to use it. Okay. Yeah, they're a tier 4 organization. So, through we can fast forward the
Yep.
contact, the organizing it, but through getting back in touch with the Railjacks, you've been able to use your brother. Was it brother-in-laws or brothers' connections?
Joe, yeah.
Joe, you've been able to use his connections to have an initial meeting with one. Well, let's put it this: you've managed to get Karth Oris to come and meet you for an initial discussion. No, I think this. Yeah, so they're going to organise a meeting at a separate place, a safe location. So that can be in. Let's have a little look.
Would we want to disassemble it before that first meeting, just in case they suddenly decide they want the whole,
Who's
they
who's
want the
they?
whole
The-
machine gun?
Yeah, we'll say we've got it split out across the city.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly
Oh, yeah.
moving in different carts, always moving, always in motion.
Yeah.
Each one has a password that you have to give
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock.
One's inside of a dog.
No one's going
Yeah,
to pin
yeah,
this one
yeah,
on
yeah.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost is holding one of them.
Where we release the pictures of your wife with that. With that horse.
Your wife.
Okay. So you do you all head out on the meeting with the hive in some capacity?
I would assume Tommy's going to stay and
Deassemble, yeah.
Just I imagine do that very bloody carefully.
I've got like a hard stop at like 6:10.
6:10. Okay. Let's fast forward a bit then.
Yeah.
Because we've got to do the actual score. I'm going to skim over this bit. You meet with a representative of the hive down at a canal side counting house. And having given them the information that the crows were planning this attack on them, and that you have valuable parts of rare and potent spark tech, they are willing to pay you. They're wealthy, they're absolutely loaded, and this is very valuable. 10 coin just for the part that you are offering them, the ammunition, because they know that it's illegitimate. They could sell it for so much more to the right people. And they agree to this. And is there anything else you want to get out of them?
Patronage.
Oh yeah.
That lovely
And
crew
honey?
skill.
Honey to put in our porridge.
Yep.
Yeah, just the expectation of future cooperation. You know,
Yeah.
we don't like the crows. We're selling out the crows because they tried to scam us.
To the crew. Say hi to the crew.
Shasha.
Nope, she's done with you guys. No, she does. I can pick her up for 5 or 10 seconds at most.
Yeah, Whistle would be
Yeah, well,
after
it's
like sort of more I guess being of a higher station, a higher level of organization, not like this scrappy running around the dockyards kind of thing.
Yeah, so you forgot what this character's name was. You meet with Karth,
Perkins.
and the negotiation goes well. Karth is like the sort of enforcer of the hive, and he the meeting goes well. He says, "You've done very well bringing this to our attention. We respect that you have mercantile goals, and that you're not willing to work like a dog for the upstart crows.
Nice.
So, we have an accord. If you are able to ensure that there is no Imperial military connection to us, and all of this ends up with the crows, we will buy the parts and secure a meeting with Tierra. You may discuss your long-term partnership with the hive."
Thank you very much, my lord. And one thing I think you should know, Dòmhnall has no sway or anything. I think I told that. Please, again, one thing you should also probably know is that this weapon has a spirit inside of it. I know it makes it very rare, but also very dangerous. But in the spirit of cooperation, I would like to give you all the knowledge that we have.
The hive appreciates your transparency. I am led to understand that this is an area of your personal expertise.
Well, yes, actually, it is, yes.
Perhaps we will have some use for your skills.
Well,
We do not want any ghosts running around the hive. So, ensure that there is no cause for the spirit wardens to come knocking as well. Otherwise, the deal will be off.
how much of them is like legitimate business versus illegal?
I would say it's very grey. They're definitely legitimate businesses, but but like all of the members of the organization are going to be also running illegitimate business.
Yeah, because I think sort of a long-term goal for Whistle is to become legitimate, but I would definitely foresee, to make sure this game would keep running, that he would always be denied that, and the Hive would obviously manipulate him to keep him doing the dirty work. You know, very Peaky Blinders-esque.
Yeah, I think so. I think there would always be the carrot of opportunity.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, one day you can
But they
run our
are-
antiques shop.
Yeah, it's like they are like they are a very like prestigious elite group of mercantile interests. So like it's just as soon as you think you're getting in, you are like barely clutching at coattails. And they are, of course, while they're merchants, utterly ruthless.
Yeah.
So you have secured your deal.
Sweet.
Now we have 1 hour to plan and execute the heist. So we're going to go Mega Blades go 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 style.
Excellent.
Now you'll be pleased to know that we basically fuck off the gathering information phase in this rule set. Well, certainly Olly will be pleased to know.
No one ever knew what to bloody do.
Yeah, it's basically
How many doors are there?
It basically just becomes a Q&A now. Like you can ask what you might know or could intuit. Maybe we'll chuck some fortune rolls in, but we just want to keep this speedy. So, let's get to. Let's remember how to run an actual score that goes from the start.
Good idea.
Okay, so we're in the planning and engagement section. Are we doing assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport?
We get +1 for, what is it? Clandestine infiltration.
You
So,
do
so it's that one.
You took that.
So is that stealth?
That one.
Or just
That's one of the reasons why
So
I
it's
thought
gonna
that
be-
would be the best thing for us to do, as opposed to
great.
going to
So
a public
it's-
event and gunning down multiple people with a fast machine gun.
It's going to be stealth. You are
Love
going to be infiltrating a Crow's Foot Tower. Your point of entry. Well, do we do gathering information now? I guess let's just do some gathering information briefly.
Okay.
So with this, we don't do like rolls for finding stuff, but if you have some pithy questions to ask that might help you gain an advantage, ask them quickly and we'll run through it.
There are some on the cruise sheet playbooks as well that are, I'm assuming, specific to your playbook. So I will ask, what echoes in the ghost field?
wait, where's this?
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, here's one for you. Can I find out if there's a ghost door within
A ghost?
the Crow's Tower?
And would a ghost door be a way to get in, or like a way for spirits to get in?
I can move through ghost doors with my ghost key.
Okay.
So it could be a point of
Well,
entry.
We're here.
Make it up.
We're here for a good time, not a long time. And I think it's cool if there is a ghost door.
Yes, okay, cool.
Maybe even you are made aware of it by the Hive, because they are factions
Spooky
for their
boys.
enemies, and the Hive are, you know what these like mercantile organizations are. They know everything. They're basically shadows themselves.
They'll probably have a map of ghost doors.
Yeah, exactly. Especially you got to move illicit goods around. So the Hive inform you that there is a ghost door
Cool.
that leads into the basement
Okay,
of Crow's Tower.
all right.
Okay. Any other questions? We'll have
So
one,
we did-
one
we-
question
we decided-
each.
do inside the ghost door is a point we can physically go through. It's just a kind of.
Well,
Wait,
we
okay, cool.
can go into one, and we can come out in the basement.
Great, love that.
Oh, we all can. I thought only Dòmhnall could.
I think I can lead you all through it.
I'm ruling that we can, in the interest of not having to figure out the facts.
Then where's the entrance point then? We can do it from.
In the basement.
No, the entrance point. Where are we physically taking all our boxes and bits of goodies, and we're going to get into the basement?
I'll have to find a ghost door somewhere else in Crow's Foot, but it'll be fine.
Nice. So we'll just end up inside. Okay. Well then, once we're inside, we need to get the place around. So it's a classic boring thing, isn't it? What's the layout of the building? Do you have the blueprints for the building? It's kind of.
So remember that when we come to do the engagement roll, I will be asking you, is it bold or daring? Is it overly complex? Does it expose a vulnerability or hit them where they're weakest? Is the target strong against this approach? Do they have special defenses? Do you have any friends or contacts? Enemies and rivals, and any other elements. So if you think you can affect any of those things, I mean, skipping ahead a bit to the engagement roll, I'd say it is bold and daring. And I've titled this score now, Return to Sender.
Love that.
Hey.
So it is bold and daring. The target is not strongest against this approach. You have already got the aid of friends or rivals to get the ghost door, so I'll say that's your +1 there. So you would, as it stands, be on a 3 dice for your engagement roll.
Is that the
Can I say one thing?
+1 for the crew ability as well?
And +1, 4. Bloody good.
That's a
Not
good, that's
to.
a good number.
Does it not sound like we've already figured it out though? Ghost door, take the stuff in, put it in the basement, ghost door back out. Am I
Michael.
concerned? Obviously things go wrong in the
5 minute
engagement.
score. We're in. We're out.
But-
We're done.
Yeah.
Am I misreading that? Is that the current lay of the land? We just pop the stuff in and leave?
Well, let's intuit that.
Well, then I know.
Lovely Whisper here isn't sure that the ghost door will work both ways.
Sure. And then I will also. Then I would.
Yeah.
I would definitely. I would want to find out about any security systems that can detect ghost equipment's moving in or anything like that might be set up to detect alarm sensors in the security in the basement. Scan the security, which could have been done by obviously Sesame finding out who the security expert of the building is and meeting them in a pub and smoozing them overnight and applying the information.
Yeah, so Sesame is able to do that in the intervening time, and with their local ghost security contact just kind of laughs and is like, "The Crows, special ghost defenses? No, they're just local folks."
Cool.
Yeah. It's like the Emporium.
Well, thanks for the night of free drinks and schmoozing. That was great.
It's quite a short drink. It's short. He gets one buzzball. He doesn't even get the Lotta Colada. He gets the
yes,
spicy chili
Sesame,
one I got for free.
-1 coin.
All right, Jesus Christ.
A week's wages worth of drinks you paid for this.
There was one buzzball. That's all it was.
I think it'd be cool as well because the
You're
ghost
right.
door, the ghost door requires me to use my ghost key, which is an item. So I imagine once I've ticked it off, I can go in and out. But then I imagine it's like, not to reference the heart again, but I imagine the ghost field is completely, changed again.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna rock and roll from here.
So I'll tick
'cause
that
I feel
off.
you're already in a great spot. I now get to make my only roll of the day.
Ayo.
4 dice for your engagement roll. Let's see if I can
Yes.
fuck this up.
Here come the Decepticons.
Does deep cut. That's a deep cut.
Of course, there's a 6. I knew there'd be a 6.
Oh, that's a great roll, Milo.
scores over. You're done.
You're in, you're out.
Well, look, you guys had all the tools ready. So, smash cut to the score.
Ouch.
Excuse me. You have used your Whisper's sneaky abilities and ghost key to access Crow's tower. You get in to the basement, and there doesn't seem to be anyone in the room. You're down here, like, this is general storage. They've got like booze and supplies, and, you know, behind some heavily secured doors, you assume where they keep their stash. It'd be pretty funny if that's where the ghost door went and you were stuck. But that's not where you are. I wish I'd rolled a 1. So
End up in the barracks.
good.
Just officers HQ.
Yeah, they're literally doing target practice, and you walk out the door in the. So great news, everybody! Return to sender, complete. You've got the weapon in its parts. In. The issue is you're now in the basement of Crow's tower, and so what had become a infiltration mission will now become an exfiltration mission. So really, actually, from this position, there is a general looming threat that guards are obviously always on patrol in their HQ. You will also expect that the Crows will be on high alert. They have double-crossed you, sort of, tried to coerce you into a deal. They are well aware that you might try and hit them back. So all guards are on very high alert, and obviously know who you are.
Why do they know that we betrayed them?
Well, they already screwed you over, and they operate in Duskvol, so they
don't know. They're just assuming.
They are perfectly expecting that. I mean, they might be expecting you to rock up with the gun and assault them, but like they're generally on high alert. So you're in. You've planted the weapon.
Right.
What are you going to do now?
Quietly blow a hole in the wall.
Yes.
And then quietly dig a tunnel.
I like it.
Yeah, that's the old silent Rick.
The old silent tunnel.
Yeah, we sit
So
for
the
2 days whilst.
Ghost door's closed. Ghost door didn't pan out. Ghost door's gone.
I think
Ghost door has shimmered back into nothing but a brick wall.
Ow.
Yeah, I think Whistle like locks the ghost door behind him, takes the key out. It turns back into whatever like wall it was before, and then turns to the rest of the party. It's like, what? I've only got one key.
Sure.
That would have been useful information at planning session.
As you ponder, like, figure out where you are, you figure out you're in the basement and you know what's going on.
Little rats everywhere.
There's all of my life I'll chase rats. If you haven't heard the song yet, you need to play Eugenics. You took the weaponry through this ghost door, but as you took it through this, you know, I'm not sure what it's like traveling through a ghost door. I imagine a bit like we imagine traveling through the warp, like a bit of this otherworldly experience.
I always thought of it like, you know, when Frodo puts on the ring, and it's all like this like grayscale. It's all there's like faces moving past, all the spirits. I imagine everybody else apart from Dòmhnall probably freaking out quite a bit. Maybe apart from Sesame, but I've briefed them to just like keep moving forward, keep like even close your eyes, but just keep moving behind me. Don't follow the lights.
Now, all of you seem to be handling it pretty well, but those of you attuned to the spirits notice that this has certainly unsettled the spirit trapped within the parts of the weapon that you're carrying.
Uh-oh.
Now, nothing immediately happens, but you sense the instability.
It's fine because we split
And now
it
it's
apart into
time for a
separate
clock.
pieces.
How many clocks are we at now? 2 clocks or 1 clock?
Just 1 clock, because I don't think the bike guy is pursuing you anymore.
Oh, do you not?
Isn't he like Judge Dredd? He's still like after us.
T1000.
Yeah.
Go. We have a new clock entitled Spirits Awaken.
So we don't want to be in this room.
It's although it is 0 filled.
All right.
Right. So then, lads, how are we going to get out?
I say, go on then, Reza. You're a military man. I say you lead us out of this. If we see that prick Bell again, you know, hit him or something. I don't know.
That's amazing leadership. Well, it appears we have very little choice. I say we head for the nearest exit. And yes, we will need to take out any crows in our way. And yeah, whack out the old Kopesh out in front, ready for a stab, and we'll head
Prosperine.
head up towards, to the extent that we know the layout of the place, towards where we think the nearest exit is. If we're in the basement, presumably we've got 1 or 2 floors to get up to where there might be a ground level exit.
So you find some stairs. Atop the stairs are a pair of crows sharing a cigarette each. Human crows. Sharing a smoke and a drink. Because I just imagine that the crows are that sort of organisation. No discipline. They are unfortunately right atop the stairs.
So we say, sorry, we're like a door in the way, or they just you can kind of see them over a ledge, or you can hear them.
Fair question. I'm going to say there's like a windowed door, so you from the bottom of the stairs you can see that there are people at the top.
Okay.
Like it's got like a little window.
Again.
Yeah. Oh, trance powder, Mikey's favourite.
I wouldn't call him an addict.
It's
Right,
concentrated.
well, the classic thing to do here is, do a little Indiana Jones whistle or something. Because the baddies are going to be so dumb that they'll just
Do it, Brandy.
What's that then? We better go down and investigate. Just us.
What if we whistle to get them to come down, and we put a bomb on the door, so when they open the door, it just kills them? Quietly.
Yeah, we're running up again once again against that problem of bombs making a really loud noise.
Yeah,
When
and
they
also
blow
killing
up.
people in Duskvol is not ideal as well.
Yeah, so come the Reapers, what they're called.
Wardens, yeah.
Welcome to my world, mate.
I like the idea of I think I say, here, Bookworm, you got any of that shiny trance powder?
Of
I need a
course
hit.
do. I mean, how do you want it delivered? I mean, you can do it in dart form.
Sling. Your sling was quite effective last time.
There is a closed door between you, so you'll have to navigate that. Or are you doing the indie whistle? You're doing it.
Use burglary gear to cut a hole in the windows that was there, and then through.
Are you saying if the door opens, the threat is that they will notice?
They're stood right outside of it. So I
Oh,
think
right
if you-
outside. Okay, I thought they were like up the stairs. Okay.
Yeah. So like they're up the stairs on the other side of the door.
Okay. What if
so you'll need to
we
manage
remove the hinges,
Hinge gate.
which I listened to recently?
I was waiting for this. That was a classic.
It was literally like 40 minutes, which ended with
I think-
2 characters rolling 2 rolls to take off 2 sets of hinges, which failed anyway.
Yeah.
Good
yeah,
times,
40 minutes
good times.
straight, never getting back, and you did
Yeah.
it twice.
We are pretty cool.
So someone's going to create a distraction to get them down.
Yeah, all right.
And then try and knock them out. Who's rocking this first element?
Skirmish boy. Come on, Reza.
Right, skirmish boy. Have you been given some of this trance powder in dart form or something?
Let's
Or
say
a
I
cloth
have.
over the face, however you want to deliver it.
Yeah,
let's say you have, because you've been in the basement for 20 minutes. We need to,
you could deliver it via skirmish, just like in the face.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, I think if it's going to work, it's going to work. So yeah, I think Reza has just like emptied some of the powder from the pouch into one hand, sneaks up the stairs, does a little knock on the door, literally knock, quite confident knock, as if it's a crow that's coming up from the basement, having got some supplies or something. And then the moment they open the door, he intends to go right in their faces, right in their stupid crow faces.
Excellent. It's pretty straightforward. It's a risky standard roll. The consequence of failure will be you are attacked by the guards and suffer harm.
Does it using my trance powder? Does that count as
And-
help?
Yes. Let's do that. I don't think you should have to pay a cost for that. You have the item, so I think you can like help
I have to
this
knock
for
off
free.
the use of it, so...
Yeah, so that's like your cost. So you can give a help to Alex to get either, to Reza to either have increased effect or a dice. There is one other additional consequence. There's going to be two consequences. One will be harm, and the other one will be raised alarm. Clock will start. So
Makes
Arm and
sense.
alarm.
If I fail to get the powder in their faces, I suspect that their first move would be to then mash me directly in the face, like really hard.
yes, there are two things I would do. I would go, there's someone in the basement,
Yeah.
and then
all right,
presumably, if I was them, there's only one way they raise the alarm, and they go, like obviously,
That's
because
canon.
we're shitting on the crows right now, right? They're dumb. So
Okay.
Dumb birds.
I'm
let's see
taking
some
the dice.
Dice.
I'm taking the dice because I think that standard effect is good enough here, because all we need to do is actually just initially stun them, and then we can just knock them out anyway with our fists and our feet.
Throw them downstairs.
Oh, and just we can do whatever we want to them. Literally anything you can imagine.
Use the environment.
Yeah,
Turns.
that's so cool. Let's end that thought there.
Yeah, 3 dice, 3 dice on a roll,
Heyo.
and we've succeeded.
6s per days.
I used some of those earlier.
Excellent. Well, our friendly local Janissary. Tell us how you take out the guards expertly with your chloroform / darts, whatever.
It's very much as I described. Like, he edges up the stairs along the edge of the stairs, the side, so that he comes up against the door to the side of the little window, leaves enough room for the door to actually open, and it just goes. Leans forward, confident knock on the door. They both dumbly kind of open the door and stick their head through the gap, looking down the stairs to see who it is. And Reza literally throws the dust directly upwards, like underarm, straight up their noses. They get stunned, and he's just like butt of a Kopesh, back of the head, bonk, bonk. And down they go,
Excellent.
down the stairs.
Guards, initial, taken out. As you start to move up and out, the more attuned of you will notice that the effects that the entry had on the spirit container within the weapon seem to be escalating.
No.
The package is vibrating. You're getting like a great sense of unease. So this will be one of the kind of GM-initiated threats. If someone doesn't deal with the spirit before you move on, it is going to awaken all by itself. So before you move on, if you don't wish to be exposed, someone's going to have to do something about it. Or make use of it.
When we last interacted with it, we decided there wasn't much to be gained from my ability to talk to the spirits. Or did we connect with them when we were talking? Or
yeah, I think the way that this spirit has been imbued into it or trapped within it somehow, it's not like a spirit that's taken form that you can talk to necessarily.
Yes.
Does it feel like it's coming out? That the
It does feel like it's coming out. It feels like it might break its
bonds. It's going to get the party started.
I was going to say.
All right, I tell the others to go secure an exit, and I whip out my compact ghost hook with a pole. Put on my mask, and I go back down to the basement. It's just you and me now, buddy. No one here to harm you.
So you're almost encouraging the ghost out.
Yeah, like trying to maybe like compel it out. Yeah, into a obedient form.
I like it. I'd say let's turn that into some kind of roll.
Can't we just see what happens?
Your objective is to actually effectively summon the spirit, but in a docile form.
Yar.
Yeah.
So, consequence. If you fail, well, so it's going to be. It's kind of like going to be risky standard again, but the consequence will be if you fail, the spirit will have been awakened and not in a docile form.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If you succeed, you will bring the spirit out of its container.
Yeah.
In a docile form. It's pretty binary.
So if I get a 4 or a 5, the consequence will still be its.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's kind of more complicated, isn't it? Let's say that if it's a failure, it will be a
Angry.
aggressive spirit. If it is a success with a consequence, the spirit will come out not in an aggressive form, but it will create like a little bit like a shock wave in its kind of emergence, which will raise the alarm or advance the alarm.
All right. So I will push myself to get 3 dice again.
Yeah, go on, lad. I don't think we even were doing stress with previous pushes, but whatever.
Yeah, come on, sixes. Okay, it is a success with a consequence. I will spend
so the consequence will be. So the consequence would be 2 of 4 on alarm raised. So
I will use my special armor to resist a supernatural consequence.
Excellent.
And I'll quickly roll for my push stress. It's the big 3, isn't it?
It's the big 3. 3 big stressies for you. Stressy Wessy. Bad day at the office. But
Expended my armor.
Yeah, but so you let's give us a little flavour. You've managed to summon the spirit. There was a bit of a but the spirit has emerged. How did you do that? How did you do that?
You see. let me tell you. I think Whistle is basically just trying to. It's obviously a trapped soul who was obviously like a soldier who didn't want to be there, right? Like a battlefield survivor or something. So he tries to empathize with the spirit, make it seem like it's safe. It doesn't have to do any more killing. It can't be hurt. I'll return it to the ghost field. If you can aid us in this moment. I will hold your oath fulfilled.
Well, yeah, nice. So you get the spirit out. There is you manage to use your equipment and experience to kind of suppress the sort of force burst of energy that comes out, so that it's noticeable, but doesn't cause a great amount of alarm. And what emerges is, as you suspected, the spirit of a soldier. And he comes out, and he's like, "Oh, where am I? Who are you? I thought I were going to. I was just going to quartermaster's office. That's what the bloody hell's going on?"
You're dead. It's a lot.
That was cool, man.
Whatever they said to Bruce Willis at the end of Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Like, get over it quick.
I've never seen it, you know.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh,
So, yeah, I think Donald makes sure his spirit mask is in place, holding the lightning hook in one hand and the bottle in the other. He's like, "You've been used for an evil purpose. Your spirit has been taken in an unrighteous way. I'll give you the choice to either help us and get revenge on those who did it, or I will take you back. I will take you to the ghost field where you can be at least in peace with your comrades who died as they should have."
How are one of the finest shooters in your regiment? How could the army do this to me? I was trapped in there. Just reduced to nothing but a weapon. Thank you for taking me out. I'm dead? Oh, shit.
It's not so bad, you know. I've met quite a few spear ghosts. You know, it's you can still go talk to your da if you want to, and you know, it can be nice. I can arrange that if you want, actually.
I actually love that.
I can get you a new body as well. Save that for a future session.
I never even really wanted to join the army. Oh.
What did you say?
God, well, it's I'll be honest with you, it's a lot to deal with, but you seem like a kinder heart than whoever put me in that bloody gun. So I want to help you. I don't really know how. I'll be honest with you, can I even do stuff? You seem to know a lot more about what's going on than me.
I mean, I don't, as a player, really know what
No,
the ghosts
me neither.
even do. But I think they can attack stuff, can't they? They can, like,
Yeah, so
deal damage.
he says, "Look, I never wanted to be a fighter, but you've taken me out of that endless screaming hell of... Was I in a gun? This anyway, you seem to have done the right thing. I want to help you out. And after this, we'll figure out how you can help me out a bit more. Take on the army if that's something you're interested in. For now, what do you need from me? I think I've probably got some way I could unsettle the locals. I'm unsettled myself, so...
I think that sounds like a good deal. What was your name again?
Oh, you can call me Finley.
Finley. All right. I'll help you if you go up those stairs. You'll see a nerdy-looking chap and a couple of Iruvians. If you just go ahead, go further into the tower, you make a lot of noise. Push, make some things float. Tip over some tables. Cause a racket. And that's all we need you to do.
Right, well, you've got a deal. And he traipses off up the stairs. Just like he starts doing exactly what you wanted him to. He starts creating a ruckus. He's moving stuff around. I don't think he's like engaged in any big direct fights, but certainly the crows up above are like thrown up into disarray. Like, why the hell is there a spirit in here? Mechanically speaking, we will give you an edge again that you can then use or apply to someone else's role for your last stage of the exfiltration. The rest of the party are on the ground floor, which is good. Between you and the either exit will be some rooms that you don't know the exact layout. Very likely to have crows in them, though. So whichever way you go, I think we can say that Finley is supporting you. Could give you like an element of surprise if you want to attack anyone, or could give you an opportunity to sneak out.
Interesting.
I just want to use my ghost friend ability to just interact with Finley and just say, "How you doing, bud? Thanks for this. You're doing a great job. So thank you."
So on the way up, he's like, "Oh, so you must be one of those Eruvians that I've caught his name actually. Big fella downstairs. He seemed lovely though, that guy."
Yes, Whistle, a good lad, a good man. He's someone you very well. You do us a great service to help the people of Duskvol.
Yeah. I mean, apparently, I don't really know what's going on, but you seem like a good lot. So, I guess I'll be off then. Cause a ruckus.
Ruckus away.
He sounds like he should be in like Sharp's regiment. He dies at the end.
That's kind of what I was going for.
I told you to stay at the back, Finley. Damn it, Finley.
Damn it, Finley! How'd you go and get yourself stuffed in a gun?
We'll bloody pay for this.
So, I think it's really just like final stage of this score. You've actually managed to stay almost undetected so far. You've only got one pip on like the sort of raise the alarm.
Shadows, baby.
Shadows, sneaky shadows. However, whether you go front or back door, you are going to have some crows to deal with. This is the busiest kind of floor. They are still on alert. There are guards at the entrances. So
we'll go at the back because that's just assume less busy, at least slightly.
Yeah, I hadn't quite figured out every room of the of Crow's Tower yet, but I think we're just going to assume that the back door. I think we can say the back door connects to the kitchen, and in the kitchen are a group of crows having their lunch.
Oh, lovely.
Right, it's time for you to turn on the charm. Cool.
Seed porridge.
How many for women?
4.
Oh, gosh. How much I can charm?
4 crows.
Charm 4. Well, it's lunchtime.
Even the crows get to eat together.
That's it. Well, he does have on him fine clothes and jewelry. It's passed off as a wealthy noble, which of course I've got, which was brought with me. So obviously he's donned the thing, and also wait, no, they're eating porridge, right?
They're eating porridge.
Can I?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't do anything because the room's become an explosive room of noise. Whee! Poor sad baby. She's been a very sad baby today.
Isn't the porridge being flung up into the air by Finley?
Oh no, that's a good point.
Yeah. So yeah, they're having their lunch, but they are dealing with the disruption of Finley.
I was hoping to have flashed back and hypnotized someone to have laced the food supply of the building with some kind of trance powder acquired from Bookworm as well. So perhaps if I could use a flashback to have sedated them some way, or to at least what's the right word, numb them a little bit. Have laced the food with
Let's go with it. Let's have Mike use his trance powder again.
It's not my trance powder.
We
The
could swap
wisp-
for a different one. We could go for Spark if you want. We
Or
could
Spark
pick
is good,
the
yeah. Either way, I want
poison,
to flash back
standstill
to.
poison.
I'd like to
I want
drug
to-
the entire organization, please.
You just let me have some fun in the fucking game. I want to flash back and say that the guy I talked to in the bar, I hypnotized him at a later date which is part of the power, to act out to plant some spark in the porridge supply of the.
The porridge supply.
Is what
Boxes of porridge.
How do you reseal the
are
boxes
shadows.
again?
That's his job.
You have planned this operation, so I'm gonna accept this flashback. Take your stress.
Go ahead.
But what happens is you've managed to get some spark, and I'm going to assume that spark doesn't chill them out. Can I get some insight on spark, please?
I was just scrolling through the book to find
He's
what the
done me up.
actual
He stitched me up.
book
He's like, spark. It enhances their strength by 20-fold. It gives them laser eyes.
I mean, the clearer one will probably be the standstill poison, which I'm going to assume
Right.
is a paralytic.
Mm-hmm.
Even better.
Okay. So, through your connections to the the Saffron Porridge Company.
No, it's the guy I talked to in the bar. I'm passing
you-
with the hypnotic thing too.
You managed to lace their food supplies. However, during the meal, the first crow that eats the poisoned porridge, and it's like, what the fuck? We're gonna see this porridge. I can't fucking see. Which subsequently leads to, or the palace. He's like whatever. He's affected by the porridge, but only one of them is affected because the others, quite rightly, do not then immediately start eating the poisoned food, which is then being knocked off the table anyway.
Smart
So
cookies.
your flashback has created an environment of chaos in this
Great.
room,
Plus
and
ghost.
one of the crows is subdued.
Beautiful. Love that.
How you getting out? I assume you're going to go in and charm them now.
Blow up the rest.
Well, Finley's causing all kinds of isn't he?
Finley's causing a ruckus, but there are still 3 now quite agitated guards in the room, if not 4.
Well, we got some shooters and some bombers.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Mr. Skirmish, badass man.
Yeah, you've got the Janissary with you. Janissary?
Yeah.
Janissary? Can someone confirm, please?
I would
Janissary.
say Janissary, but also I don't think there's a. I would default to Janissary with the stress on the initial A,
Okay.
but that's just
I'm just curious. Okay, so, well, I think it might be time for the
a
bird.
bit of fisticuffs.
Perfect.
Reza's calculation of the room is similar, and his instinct would be to take the most vulnerable one out of the equation completely. First, adds first, always adds first. And so he will run into the room, leap onto the table, and attempt to kick the drowsy, poisoned, blind one so hard in the face that he's knocked out and collapses to the ground.
And then sort of generally engage the others?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sounds like a threat roll to me.
I'll give you my edge. By like Whistle knows that it's time's against us here, so he takes out his his unusual weapon, a
Whips it out.
lightsaber. No, it's a it's like a railjack pick. So imagine like a mining pick, but it's like a one-handed one. And he just like gets it out, and he just uses it to kind of non-lethally, hook people and throw them to the floor with his strength and stuff.
Okay, so we're going to do a clock called Kitchen Crows.
Kitchen Crows.
So you're using your edge. So you kind of use edge is a slightly fun one. I think you can use your edge and assist, because I feel like edge is a resource you've earned already. So you're assisting.
Mm-hmm.
I think because you're going into fight as well, right? Basically.
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is let's have you do an action roll of your choosing.
Okay.
To determine the support that you're able to give to Birdman.
Ooh, I wasn't planning on having to roll anything.
Yeah, I quite like the idea that you could also just cost stress, but I feel like this would be a nice one to roll.
Yeah, well, I can do Prowl, which is, it does say attack someone from hiding with a backstab or blackjack.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity to use Prowl.
Yeah.
So for you, I think it's just going to be a risky standard starting point.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of sneaking in, taking a target. You're effectively engaging one-on-one and using the rest of the distraction to support. So if you can hit me with a risky standard, on a success, you will give your support. On a failure, you will get punched in the face.
And I may as well push myself, because I've got the stress.
Yeah.
Good thing, too.
Excellent.
And I'll just check the stress. Sereno, that's 2, I believe.
So you managed
Up
to
5.
You managed to get in there and absolutely jump one of the crows. So
Fine.
we will.
You will?
We'll do one pip on the kitchen crows defeated for that, but the main outcome is that the extra dice will go to Reza. You do, however, suffer the consequence broken jaw.
Ouch.
Unless you wish to resist it further. You stab one of the crows in the back, but not quite hitting the spot that you'd meant to disable him. Kind of lodges in his shoulder, and he swings down with his other arm and punches you in the face.
Okay. Level 2, you say?
Maybe level 2 feels wrong but then it is a fight for life. So let's go with it. It's level 2 default, and if you want to resist it, you can resist it. I think the thing with harms in this is a level 2 harm isn't like it used to be.
Yeah.
So like you can take a broken jaw and it might impact you later, but it's not like level 2 harms before where it'd be like, I've got a broken arm, I'm useless now.
That's fine. I'll take it. He's not a talker anyway.
Yeah. Excellent. Right. He's got a strong jaw. He doesn't even know it's broken. So working way back to Reza. So your role would be risky limited because you are outnumbered. However, you do, I believe, have a fine weapon.
I do indeed.
So you're going to be bumped back up to risky standard as you take advantage of the situation and use your fine weapon. And you have an extra dice.
Which is lovely, because that makes it a three chance cube affair.
The consequence will be you get hurt.
Looks like I get hurt.
You do get hurt. So one of the crows. So you get in, you boot the one exactly as you expected to, completely taking out one of the crows, or taking out the injured. So the insensate one. That's probably the wrong word. And then as you turn to fight and swing your weapon at one of the other breakfast crows, you manage to.
It's a rival
yeah,
serial.
You manage to score a good strike upon one of the other crows. However, the third crow, who was not in your sights, has managed to draw a dagger and raked it across your ribs, and you have also taken a level 2 harm, which is going to be a bit stabbed.
Yeah, I'll write that.
A bit stabbed.
Lightly stabbed.
If only we had a cutter who could take them all on at once and reduce all
Hold them up
harm
forever.
to a mere scratch.
It'd be great, wouldn't it?
Honestly, it was the life.
All right, I've been moderately stabbed.
Moderately stabbed.
But I have taken one of them out of the game and damaged another.
Yeah.
Or, engaged the other one in combat.
Yeah. So your kitchen crows is up by half. I'm going to also pip an extra one on the full alarm raised.
We're making a bit of ruckus.
There is a ruckus. It's always, I imagine, a bit raucous in the crow's nest. Anyway, so
Yeah. Can we see an exit now, or do we still not see a way out?
Yes.
Your window to dive
yeah,
out.
I think if you can make it out of this room, you can get out of the back door.
Okay, so we need to ruck over this last chap.
Yeah, you've got effectively 1.5 chaps left to deal with.
I'm gonna go for a. I think I vision with this hypnotic thing is a kind of little Scarlet Witch-esque kind of slink up and paralyze him, just kind of get him in that look. So the half. Well, let's risk it on the one actually. The more I'm going to go for a kind of go my straight to almost like not seductively, but kind of very intimately. We lunge at them and kind of grab them and stare deep in their eyes and try and hypnotize them down, just to paralyze them long enough for someone else to give them another club over the head and knock them out. That's the play.
All right, so we're gonna be doing.
I need a command. I'm going to try to do a command roll on them.
All right. It's risky standard.
Yeah.
As with the others, you risk getting stabbed. And
This is fine. It happens.
And the time taken may also lead to the increase in the clock.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going with 3 dice. 2 plus my 1 bonus for pushing myself. I'm going to take some more stress. Or actually, that's just one. Oh gosh, we have 1 stress. I'm going over the first line. What are these? I don't know what these boxes and lines mean. I've got 5 into dash and then more. Anyone?
I think it's just for legibility purposes.
Okay, great. So I'm still okay.
Yeah.
I'm still just about hanging on. That's fine. Great. Okay, cool. Right, let's do a command roll. Command him into paralysis. Command roll. 1, 2, 3. Go on. Something good.
It's like
Here
a
we go.
parachute roll.
Second roll. Yeah, fine. Yeah, go.
Way. All right. You managed to get in there and lock eyes with one of these furious crows, and using your powers of seduction, slow him down for just long enough for one of the others to beat him down.
Beautiful.
In the ruckus, you do also take a bit of a, or maybe as you're busy hypnotizing one, and he gets taken out, other matey gets in a good hit on you. Hits you over the head with a chair, I think. That seems fun. Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
So you will also take a level 2 harm.
Chair
and
is level
will
2,
advance
eh?
by 1.
What do you want to call this?
Again, remember, level 2 is just not what it used to be. These are
What-
injuries you can deal with.
What do you call it? Chair trauma.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'll tell you what. Let's do it slightly differently for
chairness.
this one because there's 2 things going on. a level 1 harm, dazed,
Yeah.
from being hit over there with the chair.
Okay,
But
yeah.
the cop does also advance by 1.
Right, okay,
So
cool.
that's kind of like reduces the harm
like that.
for you, but it's 2 bits of harm.
Okay, great.
So you have basically just one injured guard left to deal with, 1 pip left on the clock.
Who's got the stuff?
And the alarm is almost raised.
Shit, we need someone to roll a 6.
Bum-bum.
Yes,
mean,
come on, guys. Someone roll a 6.
Yeah, I mean, Reza, do you make
You
sense
go
for
again,
Reza
right?
just keep plowing through them? I'm nearly at max stress, so I don't have any.
Wreck one in the face with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I think Reza will try to kind of nip this in the bud. Get a Kopesh deep inside the last kitchen boy.
Grim.
And then we'll make a run for the exit. So no one to help him. Just the two chance cubes. Pang! Oh dear.
If anyone does have stress remaining, they can chuck in a help as well, just for stress, if you like.
Go on then.
I will.
Oh, go on
Say I will
then.
as well, but
Yeah, Hodge, you can if you want. You probably got spend no stress yet, have you?
no, I mean, that's very stress. We did the Devil's Bargain earlier, and I got away with it. So
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about Devil's Bargains as well. Sorry, during this fight. But let's come to Devil's Bargain maybe after the additional dice.
Yeah.
as Tommy basically tries pushing his way through, might get in the way is risk of this one, but he will try and be distracting just by his very presence.
They're just like, what's this kid doing in here?
Yeah, pretty much. Clearly running.
Hey, is it that
through
your lad?
Everything.
All right, Reza, give us one more dice before we're forced to give you a Devil's Bargain.
Two.
Consistency is key, I always say.
The devil wants this to you.
Yeah. So maybe we
Okay.
get out, but the alarm definitely
Yes,
fills
I think
out.
so. Here's what we're going to do in the interest of time. You guys, Reza, you managed to, in the end, beat down this last guard. But he's just a fighter. He's a fighter, and he's a shouter, and he is causing all kinds of ruckus. He's doing his crow cause. You take him out. You all manage to burst out of the kitchen and get on the run. It has not, in the end, been a smooth score. They know you've been here. And this might kind of impact the outcome of the score. So I think that's how we'll resolve that. That you've managed to get out, and if we do kind of a resolution, you get home. And what do you guys do? Do you guys have your way of notifying or sneaking some information to back to the army?
Well, I think that's probably a flashback thing, right? Like we'll say
Could
that
the Hive
we
do that for us?
Well,
Not sure.
weren't you with us? You were with us, weren't you?
Yeah, the Hive would be able to help with this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could use the Hive to, while we're doing the operation, the Hive could be informing the military.
Okay, I misheard you. I thought you said, "Couldn't I do that?" As if
Oh,
you've
no,
been,
no,
like,
sorry,
at home
the
this whole
Hive.
time.
Yeah, we get the
yeah,
hive
like,
to
a hive
tip
is
him off.
Ideal.
So you make it out. The Hive tip off the army, who respond with unsurprising alacrity.
Do we see
They
Judge Dredd,
storm
our
down.
matey, coming down the street as we leave
Well,
on his new bike?
you see, I'm sure one of you is kind of left to oversee what happens and just see the raid. and one of you is able to identify a notorious bounty hunter known to be working with the Black Cloaks, known to the darker corners as Castor Vexilla. Approaching the Crows with a group of army soldiers.
We'll have to fill you in, Hodge, on
issuing
on the most
orders.
infamous character in our shared universe.
So the operation is a success, but because there was some kind of additional warning for the Crows and you didn't make a clean getaway, the Crows managed to somewhat unimplicate themselves. Maybe they are like, I don't know, they're able to dispose of the weapon, but there's still traces of it there, or something like that. But they still gain an immense amount of heat from the army, and while the Hive aren't fully satisfied, they're relatively happy with the outcome.
And the ghost got released, right? So
the ghost was released, yeah.
So they could even be like, oh, it's not even the special spirit gun we don't know about.
Yeah, so all in all, it's a sort of 8 out of 10 success on the operation. You weren't able to somehow destroy the Crows in one fell swoop, but you managed to implicate them more than you. You get out. Dòmhnall goes back to meet his mate at the Crows at the Hive, and they're like, not clean, but pretty good. We could perhaps work with you again.
Yeah.
So, final scene.
Need to
You
put
guys
some,
get back home.
Need to put some points into into skirmish. Oh no, I'm like every other PC they ever made.
Welcome to the dark side.
You get back home. All's good.
finished.
The syndicate have made a good connection with the Hive. The organization is not destroyed by the army. I'm sad because I did actually have a clock plan for Castor Vexilla, but honestly there were so many things going on. Overall, it would be way too much to throw him into the mix as well, because he was going to rock up with his pair of slugger pistols, using every bit of equipment from the new book. And ta-da! You're successful. You have completed my mini adventure called Automatic Escalation.
Nice.
Love it.
Ace.
Big round of applause.
Oh, but the best bit of Blades is the paperwork.
Yeah, I know. We skip all the paperwork, and to be fair, you. I didn't actually invoke the harm on Reza either. So Reza would have got some XP for that though. You would have got a fat payoff in the end.
Oh yeah, nice.
In reputation and gold, lots of reputation, I would think.
Well, you'd hope.
And that's it.
Beautiful.
It's a good one.
Nice. I totting up my XP. I feel like my visit to Quellen pretty much maxed out my expressing beliefs drives heritage background.
Oh yeah, I mean that was really good. I really enjoyed that segment.
I really enjoyed that actually. It was a really good little. Alexa, stop. That was a really good little sort of side scene, character development bit, which going to see a contact is supposed to be, but isn't always. Like it doesn't always work out like that. It was really nice.
Yeah, I picked her because I wanted Milo to be a witch, play a witch lady.
Yeah, it turned out to be maybe not the kind of witch you were expecting. I quite liked it.
Which
No, I think like the sort of the neighborhood crazy lady was a good angle.
I enjoyed it.
Needs to give you a break from your gruff blokes.
Yeah, I know. I was like, try and do stuff that isn't gruff bloke. Even the soldier, I was like, no, he needs to be like,
Yeah.
not one of the lads, kind of
Young
soldier.
private, doughy-eyed private.
Yeah.
George.
Yeah. I really enjoyed all the spirity ghosty stuff we got to do in this one. I wasn't planning on having any of that until I saw what all your characters were. I was like, okay, so there's a ghost in the gun now.
And that was a very. I liked that.
It was previously just a gun.
Yeah.
Very inspired
I like how
of
dark it
Olly
was.
to then
Wouldn't have
summon it
guessed
out.
that.
It was quite dark, actually, wasn't it? That this
Yeah.
experimental ghost
that's-
tech, the army conducting,
Yeah.
illegal operations
Especially
to
like,
smuggle
my
in
last
its own
memory was going to the
weapons.
quartermaster. Shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But that's what the hulls are as well, right? They're kind of people who agreed to get put inside machines to pay off debts. It's grim.
It's a really dark universe, and I think you don't have to lean into it all the time, but I think there's some really nice ways that you can.
Yeah.
Very pleased you didn't just choose to go with the crows, because I had some light preparation on what happens if you just choose to do it, and I was like, oh, do we have to do the orchestrate a massacre quest? So yeah, I think you guys absolutely smashed it. I mean, you didn't really.
I think you
until
actually
that
smashed
last-
it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you did a very, very good job.
I
You
really
felt
enjoyed
very.
it.
So, how much of this was this all your own work? This adventure?
Yeah. Made it. Well, me and Olly had a discussion about a week ago about seeing the gun in the book, and then talked about how there is a story in Peaky Blinders where they basically accidentally steal a gun. So that was the inspiration.
Yeah.
I did
and then
want to
the
bring that
rest
up at
was-
one point. The accidentally stealing a crate full of
Yeah.
gun bound for the front.
Yeah.
From
It-
And
Peaky Blinders.
that in itself is a massive problem. It's not like
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the
Not
inspiration.
just what do we do with
And
them?
then,
Oh, what a lovely free thing that's powerful. It's
Yeah.
like that doesn't just
No,
happen without strings attached.
I had a tough time after that, being like, oh god, what are they going to want to do with it? So I had to prepare a few flowchart options on, like, reverse heist was one of the things I had notes on already. So
Nice.
that's good.
Well
Glad we lived up to
prepped.
expectations.
I thought I was subverting you.
Well, you sort of did, because actually I had notes for reverse heist for sneaking it back into some sort of army depot, and being like, sorry, but I thought, well, maybe they'll turn the gun on the crows, but then thinking about it, you wouldn't do that. So yeah.
So
a
you
little
know
bit
what
of,
this party's like. They're not gonna play
The
along
one,
with
the one thing I
uh,
knew you wouldn't do was work with the crows, especially when I made him into a dick.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a useful sort of nudge. I think was making him deliberately into even more of a dick than we remembered the crows being.
Yeah, and then trying and threatening us and blackmailing us to do it. Yeah.
And worse than that, just scamming
PC's
scamming
never
us out
gonna
the
get
deal.
along with blackmail, are they?
And
My
undercutting us with
my
cost.
favourite bit is Mikey desperately trying to negotiate for more coin that he's never going to see.
I've got to try.
No, I want more money for the one shot.
We always want more
It's-
coin.
Hey, I wasn't
Yeah, I know.
metagaming it. I'm playing it straight. You know, that's what they've been
I
doing
mean,
in the campaign.
it's what you would have done for sure.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
but it was also fun.
I think that's what we did in the Scum and Villainy one shot as well. We dicked over our employer.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. To do. And
I
then
seem to remember that one was also I kind of forgot, but sort of centered around an unusual artifact as well.
yeah. And then woe is us if we
Sure,
ever play
it's not-
these characters again and that comes to bite us in the ass.
Any suppressed real world
I-
desires.
I'd love to see these characters again. They were fun. I want to see the fucking psycho bookworm get to work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
By far the
I'm inventing a
weirdest
grenade
of the
launcher
lot.
now.
Shing, shing,
That's my
pum,
takeaway
pum,
from
pum.
today.
It's
Yeah.
intoxicating when you play the Leech, because obviously it's a bit different to in
Electrolyte.
Heart when you've got the junk mage, and there's a bit of tech that pops up for Alex, but in this world, every corner you turn, there's some fucking crazy ghost infused things. So as a Leech, everything
Yeah.
is kind of like you're always in a constant high of.
I really wanted
What's going
to
on?
take the ritual ability because you can obviously learn rituals and stuff, but there's some really cool things that you can do with that, in your downtime to prep for scores. And it's kind of like being the early magic user, isn't it? Where you can
Yeah.
have a whole extra dimension to it. Ghost door.
Oh, blimey, man. That was great.
Yeah, what a lovely treat. Thank
Oh.
you.
Yeah, really enjoyed
Well,
it.
happy birthday to Olly.
Happy
even if it's last week.
birthday.
And yeah, crack a job, everyone. I think everyone actually got right back into Blade's way of playing pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
Even while we were trying to, on the fly, implement and understand a new rule set, which I guess we'll save that part 2 for another discussion, because it was really interesting, actually, and I've got mostly lots of good thoughts about it. Though more interesting ones on the threat roll, which I'm still a bit mixed on, but I feel like it worked.
Yeah, I caused a massive discussion in the Blaze Discord yesterday evening when I was asking, because I remember when it came out, that was the only thing that people were a bit iffy on. But since then, I think things like the more granularity that you could have, because you can actually assign results to different threats as well. So you can say that this dice is for this threat, this dice is for this threat. So you can get really
I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to, but you could.
Well, I always felt like sometimes it felt like rolling everything into one action roll kind of made it so that you could get out of complicated situations quite easily.
Yeah,
Whereas if you're
I
like
think,
getting shot at and this and that and this and that.
Yeah, one thing that didn't really come up today, though, like that would have been good for that, would, like, if you had the 2 outcomes are going to be 1, you get stabbed, and 2, the clock advances, but you could choose to resist one of them. So like that does give you a bit, and that even could lead to more narrative stuff, like that you're willing to take the injury, but you manage to silence the guard or something like that. Like could be good. So anyway, Olly, you've got to get off, haven't you?
Yes.
So let's not hold you up. Thank you all very much for coming to Ollivander's Birthday Blades. And that'll set us all up nicely for Scum and Villainy in whenever.
Later this year. Coming this fall.
Coming this summer.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
there is one man. One desire.
All right,
Thanks, GM.
Thanks,
What a
GM.
banging.
Thanks, new GM.
It's been a while since we've had
MMGM.
Just once a year. It's too much work to do it otherwise, but I enjoyed it immensely as well. So.
Yeah, who would do that every week?
Very much. Fuck, no way. No way.
Maniacs. That's the answer.
Yes.
All right.
See you,
Peace out,
pals.
nerd.
Thanks so much. That's
Cheers.
fun.
Love you lots.
weekend.
Happy birthday, Mr. Dog.
Thank you all.